We have had about 1 week now to stew in our thoughts post the start of NFL free agency after we saw the initial wave of all the biggest signings, all the biggest names choose their new team they'll play for next year. So, with that being said, coming up here today, we're going to react to your best NFL hot takes post free agency. We have 10 to 15 of them that you guys gave us, some thoughts you have about certain teams after the moves they made. We're going to come up here and decide if we agree with you, if we're willing to hype up your favorite team. Because everybody's optimism right now.
It's that time.
Everybody got better. Everybody all of a sudden is a contender after free agency.
I was soft launching it last week. I'm telling you guys, by the time we get to training camp, Titans are going to the Super Bowl.
Every fan base feels that way, so we'll do that. We'll react to some more free agency signings that happened since our last recording. We'll talk about some jersey rebrands. A lot of stuff coming up today, headlined by your hot takes. Mo, what is one hot take you've had over this past week about non-football matters?
Non-football matters. I think we all need to get our ears checked very, very, very often, actually. Hot take. Really not a hot take. Quick story, dude. I went to the doctor the other day because my ear, I had an ear problem, whatever we talking about a couple days ago or a couple weeks ago. And turns out, bro, I didn't get like my ear issue from the earbuds that we wear now. Literally, the doctor pulled out, she cleaned out my ear. It was like normal earwax or whatever. There was a fucking earbud stuck in my ear.
Earbud?
Earbud.
Oh my God.
The size of probably like half of your pinky.
You like the rubber
It was
end?
embedded into my ear.
Like,
hold on, we gotta talk. You're not putting the proper amount of interest in this.
into my
like this,
ear.
like this thing.
The rubber bit from the
Type
end of the
shit,
earbud?
yes. Yeah, it was more so like an earplug. It was like earplug.
No type shit. I didn't know exactly what you mean.
Yes, it was like earplug. You know, like the
if you
earplugs
go to a
you
NASCAR
wear.
race, you put an earplug
Yeah,
in your ear?
or if you were to go to sleep or
How
whatever.
the fuck did you put that in your
Brother,
ear?
she pulled it. It was the most painful thing ever.
I have so many questions. One, you didn't know that at all?
Yeah,
No,
how
I
long
didn't-
do you think it was stuck there for?
I couldn't tell you. I don't know.
When do you put earbuds? So earplugs. We gotta do the proper verbiage. That's a big
Earplugs.
difference.
Yes,
When
earplugs.
did you put earplugs in your ears? Did you do that regularly?
No, I don't remember. I genuinely don't remember when I.
It's like going to a NASCAR race or a
I
concert.
thought, bro, you could tell me it was there for 9 years. I'll believe it.
What?
It was crazy.
You had to talk about microplastics in your brain.
I know,
Stewing
literally.
for 9 years
And
potentially.
she pulled it out, and it didn't look like it was that old. Maybe it was like some last year type thing or whatever. I don't know, but it was shocking.
You've had plastic in your ear for a year?
damn near touching my
It might
brain.
be 10 years. He doesn't know.
Yeah,
Bro,
damn
that
near
ain't no
touching my brain.
microplastic. That's just plastic.
It's just plastic.
Get your ears checked.
That's crazy as fuck. I don't know how you didn't tell us this immediately. That's insane. I would lose my mind.
I was saving it for the pod, man.
That's crazy. Wow.
Get your ears checked.
So what?
Severely
You put it
underrated.
in there? You think what to sleep with it on and it just like jammed in there?
I guess so.
Or
I
you were
don't
just
know.
like-
Yeah, I guess so. Like jammed in there, honestly. But it was like kind of broken up. So it's like
I still don't understand because like I've put an earplug in my ear before. I don't understand how it can just like slip into the back of your ear like that.
dude.
Inside of his ear.
It was
went
crazy.
into
It
the
was
canal.
embedded around like earwax too. So it was like so hard for her to see.
Shit fossilized.
And when she saw it, she didn't like tell me anything. She was just like, "Oh yeah, you're fine." And then she just pulled it out. And then when I saw it, I was freaking the fuck out. I was like, "Oh my god!"
She was talking mad mess to her doctor friends afterwards.
Grown ass man.
Dumbass.
Grown ass
man.
man. Macroplastics in his ear.
Doesn't clean
Brother.
his ears.
My ears be clean too. That's the weirdest part.
Clearly not.
Who got
Clearly
y'all
not.
infected?
Like my right ear, perfectly fine.
Oh
She
my
was like,
god.
"Oh yeah, you're kind of fine in this ear. Just this one is for some reason there's a buildup." I was like, "Oh shit, okay."
Build up. It's an object. You have matter in your ears.
It was crazy. Man.
You have manufactured materials. in
Get
your
your ears checked, bro.
Well, with that being said, cue intro music. Let's talk about the NFL. Before we get to your hot takes after free agency, we need to start by recapping a rapid fire round of some of the moves that have happened since our last episode. First off, Bean is back at it again.
Okay.
Giving too much money to a big name. Bradley Chubb is signing with the Bills on a 3-year, $43.5 million deal with $29 million guaranteed. I half joke saying it's too much money. It's not that much money. It's a mid-sized edge rusher deal. But, Bradley Chubb isn't exactly trending in the right direction. How do we feel about this deal for a team that clearly needs edge help?
Clearly needs edge help. You had to get this done. You don't know if Joey Bosa is coming back yet. He gave good time last year. Bradley Chubb was fine. 8.5 sacks last year. You still need to get some pressure. At this point, any edge signing for the Bills is pretty solid. So it's like, all right, fine.
Yeah.
I'm cool with it.
Yeah, the money's okay. It's not like exciting to be like, oh, our edge rusher won, Bradley Chubb in 2026, but it is fine, especially because they're moving to Jim Leonard's defense, their new defensive coordinator. It's more of a 3-4 base defense. So Joey Bosa isn't the type of person that you want standing up, being able to drop back in coverage. He's a true like 4-3 defensive end, put his hand in the dirt. So I imagine Joey Bosa's gone, and in comes a guy who has a little bit more versatility as an outside linebacker in Bradley Chubb. Decent move. Overall decent.
It is funny though, because right now it does feel like the Bills are. They obviously they changed head coaches, still are operating the exact same way, and it feels like we're setting up again for another year of this regular, very like B- to B+ team.
Yeah.
Around Josh Allen, and then we're gonna get to big moments. It's like, hey Josh, put the team on your back and let's go.
That's a lot of money, man, for someone he's going to be like 30 years old, and his injury history is like ass. It's
Serious.
fucking
Very serious.
It's kind of crazy. He tore his ACL in 2019, then ACL and left knee 2019, had ankle issues in 2021, then 2023 he also tore his right knee as well. That's kind of deep.
Yeah, he's going through a lot of injuries as of late. Obviously, when he was healthy, was extremely good. Decent bet overall to try to get the most of him. Hope he's healthy. The Bills have done this type of thing time and time again. It's a typical contender type of move. So not terrible value, but not exactly exciting for a team who like needs a splashy edge rusher at some point. But decent.
Okay.
It's okay. It's fine.
It's a move.
Speaking
Nice.
of decent, Philadelphia Eagles have re-signed Dallas Goedert to a 1-year deal. Donovan, how do you feel about Dallas coming home amidst all the A.J. Brown drama? You know at least one pass catcher that will be there next year. For money was reported in this tweet. Did you know how much money it was?
No. I forget the exact number. However, it does free up crazy cap space, because had Dallas Goedert left, then the Eagles would have had like $20 million in dead cap money. And so I am very happy that Dallas Goedert is coming back. He is the homie. This also does open up the possibility even more to A.J. Brown being traded prior to June 1st. Because now the Eagles have cap space, they have flexibility. And so if you want to trade AJ and take that hit, it's more reasonable to take that hit now that you don't have the AJ Brown dead cap hit and the Dallas Goedert cap hit.
Interesting.
So
Okay.
so if it opens it up just a little bit. Again, I right now don't think that they're gonna trade AJ, but if they were, it would make sense a little bit more now than prior.
Yeah, the last reporting we got was that the AJ Brown stuff is currently stagnant. That they're currently not actively shopping him, but that could change instantly. It could, all of a sudden, the Chargers or whoever we've seen linked to them, or maybe the Rams again, could get up one day and say, you know what, we do want to give up our 2026 first round pick. We are going to do that, and all of a sudden he could be traded the next day. Do you want to see them if they do go down this path? Well, shout out to Dallas Goedert. That's your conversation. As far as AJ Brown stuff goes,
Good player.
do you want to see him traded before June 1st so you can get a 2026 first round pick? Or do you want to see it post June 1st so you can get a 2027 first round pick?
I would say pre, if it were to happen, just so that we can have somebody that we can draft right now, and still we still very much are in a contending window. Obviously, last season ended super weird, but the talent around the roster, the reshuffling with the coaching staff makes you feel like this is the last dance, and so I would like for them to have all of the resources possible for this specific year. So if we can get a 26 first round pick, that's cool. I just don't think we should.
Yeah.
And I don't think that they will. I just think having as much talent in the building helps. So also, I don't know if you guys have seen the Jalen Hurts quotes. He's much more excited about this offensive coordinating hire than whenever they hired Patullo.
I have not seen what did Jalen Hurts say.
He's just like, yeah, I'm super excited. And when they asked him about how he was feeling with Patullo after Patullo got hired, he was like, it's going to be a different role for him. So he's going to have a different role. And he's much more, outward.
Yeah.
As outward as a Jalen Hurts quote will be, that he's excited for this OC change.
We're begging for crumbs from Jalen.
I know. Right?
Read the tea leaves with nothing.
What are you supposed to say? Yeah. That's funny.
I do, as a Chargers fan who's hoping for some splash, I do kind of hope the AJ Brown thing happens. I've sold myself on that being the move.
For y'all?
Yeah, for the Chargers. Because another one of the few teams that were linked to him. And they were linked to him in the reports. I think it might have been more because AJ Brown wanted to be a Charger rather than vice versa. Because AJ Brown had a small list, and that was on one of them. He wanted to obviously catch passes from Justin Herbert and play calling from Mike McDaniel. Stands to reason that'd be an appealing spot for a wide receiver. And apparently there's conversations. I don't know. They report Chargers talked, not like Chargers were dying to get. so I don't know exactly how real it is. But they were linked to a lot of like vertical wide receiver ones in the free agency market too, and obviously they didn't spend a lot of money. They don't ever really. They're trying to play the compensatory pick game, not overspend on guards and stuff like the fan base wants. Didn't pour money into defense. It would kind of stand reason to me that they're open to doing a big money trade to use that cap space because that wouldn't affect the compensatory pick formula. It would make a lot of sense to me if the AJ Brown thing got reignited for them.
Pre-draft?
Well, for them, it would be better to do post-draft. And maybe it is for the Eagles too financially. And the Eagles are a forward-thinking organization, obviously with the draft pick stuff. The 2027 draft is a lot stronger than this draft. Mm-hmm. So it could make sense to me if the Eagles go through this draft, try to retool however they can with this draft class, and then punt the AJ Brown pick to the next year and just like trusting themselves to kind of be good enough and the next year have another level. It would take a long-term approach that is hard for a lot of NFL fan bases and NFL front offices to take, but I think the Eagles are one of the few that do. So I wouldn't be shocked if he did get traded in like late July.
Gotcha.
That's a great pass catching room right there if you guys were to add him.
It'd be filthy. It'd be ridiculous. Mike McDaniel calling plays?
Yeah.
Good
that's
Lord.
disgusting.
However, shout out to Dallas Goedert. He's back in the city.
Shout out Dallas Goedert. Yep, that's your conversation, Dallas. Speaking of conversation, Travis Etienne is I said it wrong. Oops.
Ooh, come on now.
Travis A-Chain is a member of the Saints, and he told us in his introductory press conference that everybody's been saying his name wrong for years, and we're going to listen now to hear the correct pronunciation.
Okay.
So growing up, it's Travis A-Chan. So it'd be like A-C-H-A-N-E. And that's how you always said Travis A-Chan. But when I went to college, I kept telling them my name like every day. And like after like 4 weeks, they just couldn't get it. So I'm like, man, it's Etienne. Like how you see it is how you say it. So that's how that became. And it kind of took off because it was easy for the pronouncers to say it.
How do you feel about this? About Travis A-Chan allowing his name to be said wrong for convenience for the college announcers?
He needs to expose what college teammate made him have his last goddamn straw.
The college announcers couldn't say A-Chan, so he said, fuck it, Etienne. I'll go with it for the first 5 years of my NFL career.
That's
and now we
insane.
know a second A-Chan has hit the NFL wide receiver universe.
Dope. I'm all for people pronouncing their goddamn names right. But this late in the career is hilarious. He's
Don't
like,
wanna
what,
see a grimace on your
27 years
face.
old?
It's annoying. It's annoying. So I wish I knew, man. Like, should have told us earlier.
So I would have been calling you A-Chan.
I know. We out here everybody pronouncing use check perfectly. Can't say H-N.
Use check.
I've never struggled with use check.
Man got a C and a Z and a Y in his name. Nobody ever is like, oh yeah. He said, you pronounce use check. Okay, I got you.
C, a Z, and a Y in his name.
That is bad. Yeah, I
Use
was.
check is crazy.
What you would have told us
funny.
earlier, H-N.
Next up, what do we pick one? I can't see it. Oh, Keaton Mitchell is a member of
Zoom.
the Los Angeles Chargers. El Zoomer. He refuses. He refuses to give me a hand.
This is insane.
Former Ravens running back Keaton Mitchell is signing with the Chargers on a 2-year, $9.25 million deal.
Yo, relax, bro. I'm still recovering right now.
From your ear?
Yeah, bro. It touched my brain.
He's mentally impaired now.
Can't drive.
Keaton Mitchell is now I don't know if second running back is the right terminology because I think Kamani Vidal will be back, but the clear complement to Omarion Hampton as a powerful between the tackles runner. Keaton Mitchell, one of the fastest running backs in the NFL. If you did a Pokemon evolution to Devon A-Chain, you would start with Keaton Mitchell as a speed running back that has this crazy downfield threat and kind of doesn't have the ability to stay healthy as Devon A-Chain, but doesn't have the pass catching ability and quite as much finesse as a runner. But insane speed, home run hitter. How do we feel about this in Mike McDaniel's offense next to Omarion Hampton?
Feels like an insanely underrated weapon right now to add into that offense.
You're goddamn right it is.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I like it. I like it.
Man, pick the next one.
That's a good move, man.
I remember we did we ranked every running back in every division. And I was like, bro, I promise you Keaton Mitchell's really good. Let me rank him above. Who are we talking about? It was some disgusting conversation we were having. It was like Kenny Gainwell versus Keaton Mitchell. It wasn't Kenny Gainwell. I don't remember who it was. Somebody in that division. I'm trying to think. But nevertheless, I was like, bro, please trust me. Keaton Mitchell's good. Now you'll see. They'll all see. They'll all see behind Joe Alt.
Okay.
Ew.
All right.
Okay, like it's not. That's not appealing.
We'll see.
Okay.
The Panthers sign offensive tackle Rasheed Walker to a 1-year deal coming in. I think it was about $11 million a year. which is a steal for a starting caliber left tackle that they needed to sign because their starting left tackle tore his patellar tendon at the end of the season, which is quite unfortunate. Shout out Icky. He's going to be sidelined for this season. They needed to have a stopgap, and they land on the former starting left tackle of the Green Bay Packers.
I love every single move that they've made so far in free agency. The Jalen Phillips thing has, of course, like been a little bit not controversial, but yeah, I guess you could say controversial a little bit because people think it's a lot of money. But he's 26 years old, but also he has like a lower body injury history as well. Overall, bruh, they've been making splash moves, and I'm like, yo, Bryce Young, the excuses are running low, very low.
Turning it on to Bryce Young excuses is hilarious.
Yeah, they're getting you everything you need.
They really are hitting everything they need in free agency. So that's honestly like a fantastic outcome for a team that needed a stopgap or even just like future left tackle to get a guy that for some reason clearly had no market, at least to where he wanted. So he's able to take a 1-year deal and hope to rebuild his value over the coming season. To get that caliber of player in that position is so rare.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm very happy with the Panthers right now. I think for those reasons as well, it is like one of those no excuses things for Bryce, but also just like for Icky, who is going to miss the entire year. I don't know. It gives him just a little bit of security of like you don't have to rush anything back, right? Like you don't have to.
That's how you view it. I view it as like, damn, we got a guy who might be better than you. You better hope that this guy doesn't work out.
Either way, like I think it for like the Panthers, it doesn't put them in a position where they have to now start looking at Icky and like, hey, rush back because we need you, and then all of a sudden now you're starting this lineman who's not fully healthy, and so if you are still fully invested in Icky and you want to do that, that's fine. We can figure that out next year. But now you get the best of both worlds in terms of having protection this year and still trying to have some value and some protection in your offensive tackle going forward. So it's a very good deal.
Yep, clear W for the Panthers themselves. Giants signed wide receiver Darnell Mooney to a 1-year deal worth up to $10 million. My favorite verbiage in NFL reporting, up to $10 million. Who knows what the base salary is? But how do we feel about Darnell Mooney being one of the more, I think we can call him one of the more consistent wide receiver 2 level guys. Obviously not like wide receiver 1, like top tier guy, but as far as a versatile wide receiver 2 that can play on the outside, can complement whoever you have across the field from him. I think he's shown over the years to be pretty consistent there. How do we feel about that across some league neighbors?
Salute.
Very salute. Like it's like a very whatever pick. It's like a C type signing. You could have done worse, not stupendous. It's all right. I'll tip my cap. This is what I feel like.
Okay.
Literally.
And the Giants have done a lot of all right things. They're filling the roster with all right moves and players, which is very important when you're trying to go from dog shit to competitive. You need a copious amount of all right players. You need to have no holes before you have a bunch of superstars. So good for them.
Yeah. I mean, I just don't feel the greatest because the Atlanta Falcons went into the offseason talking about their wide receiver room. He was very much a part of the issue.
Yeah. I think they have bigger issues on the offense and the way things fit together than Darnell Mooney's capabilities.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not some home run signing, but cool. I think him and Malik Neighbors, that's a decent supporting cast on the outside for Jackson Dart. Now, the biggest one. We have to talk about former Cardinals quarterback Kyler Murray signing a 1-year deal with the Minnesota Vikings. This is a move that we fan cast almost the entire season. As soon as Kyler Murray got benched, we came up here and we said, I pray to God that he can be saved by Kevin O'Connell as the next quarterback that can go and find some second life in his career across from Justin Jefferson, just like Sam Darnold did. Time went on. It kind of seemed like that maybe wasn't likely for different reports. It happened. Fan fiction came to life. My question to you is, can Kyler Murray save the Vikings, and can the Vikings save Kyler Murray? Whatever side you want to talk about, pick one.
Let's talk about the Vikings.
Yeah.
Actually, no. Let's talk about Kyler fixing the Vikings first.
Okay.
I think he will.
What does fixing mean to you for the Vikings?
Can he win the battle of 9 versus 5-9? That's what fixing the Vikings means
Nice.
right now.
You workshop that?
Can he do it?
I like that.
Workshop.
That's good.
You're sick.
That's good.
He kind of got his bars off.
And I believe you can do it.
I like it. I do also think he can do it. I think I'll be baffled if he doesn't do it. So first and foremost, we should talk about that. Can he beat out JJ McCarthy going into year 3? Fucking, I hope so. If Kyler Murray cannot beat him out and win the starting job, we have bigger fish to fry. That means Kyler Murray is beyond done, or JJ McCarthy has the single most impressive second to third year leap I can remember, because JJ McCarthy was that terrible coming out of year 2 that I would expect it's barely a competition.
He has no time to grow. Like if he doesn't come into training camp and not miss a pass, not throw any interceptions. Like he has to be perfect at this point because that's what this is. Because Kyler Murray obviously is also much more talented than JJ McCarthy as well, even at this stage. And
talent isn't even a thing. Like JJ McCarthy's like talented, I guess. He has a big arm, can move a little bit. He is much less flawed than JJ McCarthy, which is saying something because Kyler Murray is inherently flawed at 5'9" and kind of has the inability to access the middle of the field largely because of his size. That's always been the talking point. He's a limited player in and of himself, far less limited than JJ McCarthy.
And so we said all last year, if they had competent quarterback play, they would be like the Vikings should be a playoff team this year.
This year they only won like what? They were 9-8 this year, right?
Yeah, they went.
It's crazy.
Yeah, they went 9-8. They weren't even last in the division. They were third off of tiebreakers, but
Yeah.
they should be a playoff team. We'll see if they can win a playoff game, get to the divisional round. But now the NFC North is 100% stacked again.
Yep.
And it's a full division, and it is the best division in the NFL, guaranteed at this point. And
Vikings head coach.
bro, Vikings, Packers, Bears, Lions.
Nasty again.
That's crazy.
Vikings head coach Kevin O'Connell said in his pitch to Kyler Murray that he was the one guy in the market that they could see as a potential long-term range answer rather than a one-year Band-Aid. Interesting that that's a reported talking point because that'll be the debate, right? Is Kyler Murray the guy long-term? Because clearly, we all, the talking points. Can he be the next Sam Darnold in terms of a guy who, high pick, was picked high for a reason, extremely talented, but kind of got washed out of a few teams and didn't quite find his legs as a starting quarterback with numerous franchises. For Kyler Murray, it was one. For Sam Darnold, before he made it to the Vikings, it was like 3. Decent reclamation project target, though, because we know what he can be and why he got drafted so high with the physical talents. I can fix him. I think we all agree Kyler Murray can be and I can fix him. Maybe he can have one magical year like that. And like I mentioned, he's less limited. Gives Kevin O'Connell just more weapons in his arsenal to attack the field with. Gives him a rusher he's never had. Gives him a guy who he doesn't have to take away half the field in his play progression reads like JJ McCarthy because he just cannot process the defense.
Yeah.
Kyler Murray can process the defense, at least somewhat, right? So it's understandable to think this year, everything you guys just said, they can be competitive again with him. But do we think that if that goes well, and what we know from Kyler Murray at the end of his Cardinals years and how Cardinals fans felt about him, how the Cardinals front office felt about him, the coaching staff, do you see a world in which Kevin O'Connell fixes him so much that this is their franchise quarterback and they give him a 4-year deal?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think you kind of, that's what you hope for.
You definitely hope for it, but do you see it happening?
I see both things happening.
Okay.
I can see them giving him. I can see the Vikings giving Kyler.
Imagine what you're telling me.
A 3-year deal.
3-year. How much money?
Doesn't matter. Right.
Okay.
It
Paint me a visual.
Let's say $90 million.
Yeah.
That's pretty cheap. Okay.
3-year, $90 million. However, he is not going to be crazy different from the Kyler Murray that we've seen prior.
Okay. And what does that net out for them in a 3-year or 4-year? Because this year where he's playing for the minimum, and 3 more years of mid-tier quarterback money, playing like the Kyler of old, who I think after last year people talk about him because he got thrown away by his team. That was one of the worst teams in the league. I think people have this emotional image of him as being garbage. He was always like average at least. Like even as worse, 19th, 20th best quarterback in the league.
Okay.
There's 20 average quarterbacks in the league right now.
Yeah.
So like at his worst, he's average, which is a far cry from what JJ McCarthy gave them. What can the Vikings make a deep run if he gives them consistently average to slightly above average play?
Yes, because so one we have to see obviously how this defense continues to age.
Jonathan Grenard apparently on trade block.
We have to see how this core moves forward. I think that we've seen Sam Darnold even in this Super Bowl run had one crazy game.
Yes.
That was all they needed. They beat the brakes off of San Francisco from the opening snap, from the opening kickoff, and then they were never going to lose that game to New England. They couldn't block them. They couldn't do anything. So Minnesota does have a path to get to a Super Bowl. I just think that like the upgrade from JJ McCarthy to Kyler Murray is going to be substantial. So the Vikings will get substantial results from that. However, I still think that Kyler Murray is the 20th best quarterback and ultimately will net out as that. And it's just going to be
Do you think
that.
he's 20th or do you think he can be 20th, but he also can be like...
I think he's 20th, and I think that they're more likely to give him a deal because they don't want the exact same situation of we just fixed this quarterback and now he's gonna go off and play for another team, and now we're stuck with 9 again.
So if he is the 20th, you want to keep the 20th this time instead of reaching for the fences in the first round and trying to get the 10th like they tried to do by picking JJ McCarthy over Darnold. They said we have average. We want to aim higher. You think if that situation comes again, keep average?
Yeah, because bro, they were in the slums. You never want to go back to that lifestyle ever.
Yeah.
Fucking
Can't go
again,
back.
bro.
And you know what sucks? The idea of doing what I just described, of
It's not
passing
bad.
up on paying your regular quarterback to try to get better than regular, that stands to reason.
Yeah.
That's not a bad decision. If they had drafted somebody better than JJ McCarthy there, if he was a average 8th overall pick, or was he 9th?
He was 10th.
10th, actually. Okay, whatever he was. I can't remember exactly. If he was an average outcome there, if he was Bo Nix, they're fine.
Yeah.
They're completely okay. But it didn't work out. So they're probably going to do exactly what you said and pick the conservative route. And if Kyler Murray's regular, they'll pay him.
And so, yeah, you have to hope
Sometimes
that.
emotion wins.
Yeah, you have to hope that he's regular. I also think it's like the last 5 or the last 4 years, Kyler Murray was 2-3 last year, 8-9 the year before, 3-5, 3-8. Like these teams,
And look where they were without him.
these teams are not
Yeah.
amazing.
And what were they without him? Read that for me.
That's nasty.
Cardinals went 1-5, 1-8, 1-11.
All without Kyler in 22, 23, and 25. So that begs the question.
I will not stand for this. I don't. What I will not stand for is I do not want people to get their hopes up of thinking that Kyler's going to be a top 10 quarter. I don't think that that's going to
If
happen.
you've been watching JJ for as long as they've been watching him for, it will feel like.
But that's what I'm saying.
And that's fine.
What I think is going to happen is the same way that Jackson Dart came in and they were like, "Oh my God, we have the future here. Like he's he's amazing." It's like you guys were watching Russell Wilson last week. That's why you feel this way. I think that that's going to happen. So I can understand the elation from Vikings fans whenever you do see 2 games in a row where you have competent quarterback play.
That's not an incorrect mindset inherently, though.
That's fine.
For a team like the Vikings that is so close, I don't think it's incorrect to be so hype over getting regular when you've been so tied with an anchor around your ankles named JJ McCarthy. Like, I don't think it's too crazy to feel that way for them because I don't know if you remember back to what we were talking about preseason. I'll just talk for myself. Honestly, one of my biggest misses of the year that we didn't talk so much time talking about because it got so disastrous. I truly believe the Vikings could still be the best team in the division last year. And it had nothing to do with JJ McCarthy. It had everything to do with my faith in Kevin O'Connell after what he did with Sam Darnold and numerous other quarterbacks. I have faith that he can get the most out of every QB he touches. And that if he can make JJ McCarthy last year regular and average, this team upgraded in both trenches, had the clear weapons on both sides of the ball, the pass rush, the obvious wide receiver duo, running back duo, that they could be a Super Bowl caliber team with the most mid QB situation imaginable. I just had faith that Kevin O'Connell could do that with anybody, and clearly JJ McCarthy breaks my scale of understanding of the world. He's the one QB that Kevin O'Connell cannot maximize. He's an outlier. I don't think that's true with Kyler Murray. So I feel like now, with him coming in the door, somebody we know for a fucking fact can be average, I feel like I should once again have all the faith in the world in Kevin O'Connell to be able to make that a Super Bowl team.
Yeah, 100%. Dude, it's so crazy again to think about them being 9-8. We talk about them as if they won like 5 games last year or 4 games. That's what it felt like, at least compared to all of our expectations for them in their division, of course. And so now with having this guy come in who's, okay, yeah, nice. He's in a contract year, by the way, and I'm sure he wants to get paid again and reestablish his name and all that. Like, it feels very fair to see him come into next year, do what he does best, be average if that's the case for him, and either lead the Vikings to like a conference championship run, or just establish himself as like a very regular guy, 17th best quarterback or 18th best quarterback, and that's like a great scenario.
Yeah, and I don't know, like, I'm not the highest on Kyler, obviously, but like, I can see a world where with a great play caller again, and with Justin Jefferson, we can't really like downplay that. With Justin Jefferson next to him, that maybe he isn't definitively closer to 20 than he is to 10, like you said. Like, we've seen years in the past with different offensive coordinators at different points of his career that he was playing like a top 10 quarterback. We've seen him be able to do that before, and circumstances, everything. And he's clearly not the type of caliber of player that's like a walking top 10 quarterback no matter what. But I can buy the fact that he's the type of guy that, based on who's around him and who's calling the plays for him, that he has a very wide range of outcomes, as you'd expect with somebody so talented but so limited by his size. If you tell me that we get the next 2 years he plays as like the 10th or 11th best QB, that would be far less surprising to me than the fact that Sam Darnold just did that. Which maybe I shouldn't use Sam Darnold as an example because that's a clear like outlier development, but I think he could have a very similar trajectory.
I agree.
What? Okay, so one, I will trade everything, whatever I have, to have Justin Jefferson on my fantasy team this year.
Guess who got him on a dynasty league?
We'll talk later. Because I mean, when he was playing with Hopkins is getting every single target imaginable. It does not matter what Kevin O'Connell calls. Justin Jefferson is read one, and basically every call, Justin Jefferson is already the first option. So I do think that like they are going to have success. I think I agree with what you're saying, but I also think that there is a very real possibility. I see this entire situation as 50-50.
Okay.
Where I think that, yes, on one hand, you can say, look what he just did with Sam Darnold and look at what Sam Darnold's done afterwards. You can see a situation where Kyler Murray gets back to being the 14th best quarterback in the league and gets back to a situation where we've seen him be in MVP talks for 8 games for the first half of a year. And if you have that kind of play, then you're really cooking. I can also see a situation where the same Kyler Murray that we've seen for the last 4 years, those flaws and those issues come right over to Minnesota. And now we're in week 12 and you're up here like, yo, I'm so done with any quarterback that's under 5'10", and Kyler just doesn't do anything. And it sucks because you had this perfect opportunity and now it doesn't work out. I think it can go both ways. And right now, I think it's the best move that the Vikings could have done. And I think it's a solid move. I'm not 100% sure how to feel about Kyler Murray, him specifically with this move.
No, I think everything you said is right. That is the right move because the ceiling is there, and we've seen the coach do it before in extremely similar circumstances. But the downside remains with Kyler Murray specifically as a player, just because we can imagine the strengths being really, really exasperated in a great way doesn't mean the negatives are just gone. Doesn't mean that Kevin O'Connell is a magic man that's going to make Kyler Murray play like a 6'5" QB all of a sudden.
Yeah, and it might feel better because he's playing on this like small 1-year deal, and you're like, oh, like, you know,
that is an element to talk about. He is free.
That's the biggest element.
He's free,
but even then, their free is also different because it's like either you work out or we have to go back to 9, and that does suck. That if you do not work out, it's back to trench play.
Yeah, but you really can't we also can't overlook the fact that it is the greatest value in the NFL right now to get Kyler Murray on a 1-year contract. If he's the worst case scenario and he's the 20th best QB in the league, to get the 20th best QB in the league on a $1 million contract, crazy value. It's like a 9th round pick,
and that's very good now.
A 10th round pick.
Value's not going to mean a
12th
damn thing. It's not going to mean a
20th
damn thing
round pick
in week 11 when he's holding the ball and not letting it fly over the middle. It's not going to mean anything in week 13 when they're in a divisional game and he's throwing a pick. That one.
But if it does,
it's not going to make that pick feel any less.
Sure.
Less
well, know what it does mean though? It means you can like keep a guy like a Jordan Addison, who people were talking about, is he on the trade block because he's getting an upcoming payday. Now that your QB makes $1 million, you can say, I'll take that money for this year.
Would you even want to keep Jordan Addison is the question.
Neither here nor there, but it's a difference between throwing Jordan Addison and throwing to whoever the fuck would be there otherwise, and that would cause less picks. So like there is a ripple effect. Maybe they don't have to trade Grenard anymore. That might be exactly the move. If they had paid $30 million a year from Malik Willis, Grenard gets salary dumped. Now they don't do that and they have more help.
Yeah, I agree, and that alone makes me like feel like this will work out regardless of the fact even if he's like the 26th, the best quarterback, even slightly slightly underperforms, bro, it's for $1 million.
If he's the 26th best QB, that sucks.
It sucks.
That sucks.
But guess what? He can be out of here next year.
Okay, to wrap this up, I'm gonna name some QBs that will also occupy that middle third of the NFL QB landscape between 10 to 20. You let me know who you think will be better next year, or who you'd rather have in their current circumstance. Let's say, like, imagine you're like drafting for fantasy, so who you think will be better?
Okay,
who you're investing in? JJ McCarthy.
Hell no. I'm taking
Kyler Murray or JJ?
I'm taking Kyler
for sure. Kyler.
He's won the job in my book.
You know what? Kevin O'Connell agrees clearly. Bryce Young.
Ooh,
someone that's like the 18th, 17th best QB in the league. Can Kyler Murray pass that up right away?
I think he can pass it up. He's in for a redemption year. He's in to get paid. He's in to reestablish his name. He has a lot of help.
Both will have weapons.
Yeah.
Both are small.
Yeah.
Kyler Murray small and fast. Bryce Young small and slow.
Kyler's weapons are different though. I think I can envision a world where Kyler's better next year.
He'll probably be more productive numbers wise.
Yeah, I think I trust Kyler and Kyler's athleticism and his situation more than Bryce. So I'll take Kyler.
Yeah.
Okay. Aaron Rodgers, if he comes back.
I'm taking Kyler. I was done with Aaron Rodgers 3 years ago.
Just every time I say Aaron Rodgers' name is just rage bait for you at this point. Baker Mayfield.
Ooh.
Someone closer to the 11th or 12th best QB in the league. Do we feel like Kyler can match his production? Match the up and down nature of Baker Mayfield?
At his peak, he can.
At his peak, Baker Mayfield is better, but Baker Mayfield has a lot of downsides.
Yeah.
Do we feel like it evens out with Kyler?
Yes. Yes. Listen, them first 6 weeks was still special.
Special.
I know.
Special.
Those Emeka Egbuka 80-yard touchdowns. Mwah.
Walking everybody down. I'm still gonna take. Actually, I'll take Kyler because I think that the Bucks this year, now that Mike Evans is officially gone, and I do think that this entire coaching staff is about to get fired, and so I'm not super locked in on what the Bucks have going for them.
Okay, so Baker Mayfield is an unstable situation, so you could say Kyler Murray will probably have a better year.
Yeah.
I think Baker's a little bit better,
that's
but they're the
tough.
same tier of talent to me.
Yeah, that's tough to me.
Malik Willis.
I'll take
That's a
Kyler.
lot.
I've seen 2.5 games from Malik Willis
Yeah.
in 3 years.
No one knows.
I
What if
would
he's up
take
next?
Kyler Murray.
What if he's up next?
Then he's up next.
What if he's the next one to be on that Sofago meme up next? Hopefully he's not up next like Sofago. That would suck. Never mind.
I've heard his name in ages.
He's been up next.
Good God.
Sam Darnold. Okay.
No.
There's actually right now, like honestly, in heavy rotation, there is a Sofago song in my rotation.
A song. Great.
Really? That's crazy.
It's kind of fire.
Sam Darnold. Can Kyler Murray be the new Sam Darnold like everybody wants him to be?
That's lofty expectations, and that's where I'm going to stop right now. No, he can't be better than him. Not yet.
I think we're doing a lot.
Yeah.
For Sam Darnold. I think.
Oh, you think Kyler can be better?
I think
Oh, wow.
he can, especially this year.
Mm-hmm.
Seahawks are losing. You lost Kenneth Walker. You're losing Clint Kubiak.
Big deal.
And so you have to now reimagine and not reimagine, but restart this process of like what do you want this offense to look like? This is back-to-back coordinators that Sam Darnold has in terms of KOC, top of the league. Clint Kubiak, one of those guys that everybody looks at and says he is up next. We'll see what this year looks like for Sam Darnold. Okay. I think that going to KOC will be very, very good for Kyler. So I will take him this year over Sam Darnold.
I think Sam Darnold deserves a nod. He's earned it. But
Yeah.
I can imagine the world you're describing where Kyler Murray is more productive.
Where would you rank Sam Darnold last year amongst quarterbacks? Was he like top?
Like 12 or something.
12?
Something like that.
Yeah, top 12 for sure.
A
Okay.
little bit higher than Jared Goff.
Ooh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Golf had some stinkers last
Yeah,
year.
he did.
Yeah, I've never rated Goff like y'all do, but he's like obviously earned respect in some ways. I feel like Sam Darnold's the same way.
Me personally, can
I don't.
never-
I try not to rate guys that are like
Yeah.
too much that are like great coordinator merchants in that way. The same way that Darnold is now. I'm like they're pretty equal footing to me.
Okay, I see.
Bo Nix. I think Kyler Murray can be exactly in Bo Nix conversations. I think this will be like the exact tier he's in next year. A flawed quarterback that does some good things with his legs, throws a pretty deep ball, has hopefully good weapons, a good play caller around him, but has limitations that net him out to being in the middle of the pack.
I can see him being exactly.
I think he is small Bo Nix for 2027.
Is that good though?
For $1.3 million is fucking excellent. It's extravagant.
The small Bo Nix is fucking me up though.
You're right. Maybe that's not a great description. But if Bo Nix made $1 million a year, he'd be a valued deal.
Okay.
Every team in the league. Last
Small
team.
Bo Nix.
Last name. Jalen Hurts.
Nah. Come on, man.
You're right. Kyler's way better.
Come
My
on.
bad.
Yeah.
Stupid. That was dumb.
It's a wash. Come on, now, man. Jalen Hurts in 2026. Come on.
Jalen Hurts.
He's running everybody out the city, bro.
I don't know. Who do you think will be better next year? Let's say they trade AJ Brown.
This name was put in here for content, not for discourse.
I mean, it's
Actually,
serious.
I don't know. I really don't know. If they trade Jalen Hurts, who do you think's have a better year? I mean, my bad. If they trade AJ Brown, who's have a better year?
Hey, you could tell me.
I think
you could tell me Hurts is top 15 next
Let's
year.
say they
I'd be
trade
like, yeah, I
AJ
believe
Brown,
it.
but they draft Boston in the first round this year. So they have another body there. It's not AJ Brown.
I think it's still. I would still take Jalen.
Do you think talent levels are that different? Like, I don't think it's I did as a joke, obviously. I don't think it's a disrespectful question.
I think talent level, Kyler's more talented than Jalen.
Okay, maybe that's
I
the wrong
think-
word then.
Yeah,
but-
because I think his arm is stronger. He's even at this point, even post ACL, he's still a more dynamic runner than Jalen is. Jalen's lost just a little bit as a runner. I think in terms of like high end speed, and also Kyler really is like one of the best athletes.
Yeah.
That has like come through, especially in modern.
To be 5'9", be number one overall pick, you have to be one of the best athletes like ever at the position.
He was a top 10 pick in the MLB draft. Like he's like that as an
crazy.
athlete. I just think that I think Smitty's that good is why. Like
Okay.
I think that having Smitty and having Goddard, obviously you would like to have the trio of all three. But even if you just have Smitty and Goddard, I think that's fine and it's enough to where Jalen Hurts is going to be okay, and even him being like in that situation.
I'm waiting
like,
to hear a strength that Jalen Hurts has over Kyler.
I actually do
What's he better at?
I actually do trust his deep ball more.
Kyler Murray's a very good deep ball thrower. It's like his along the sidelines. They're actually they're pretty similar in their limitations on the middle of the field, but great deep ball. So to me, it's a wash.
I understand. I would still just take Jalen's deep ball.
Okay, he's a very good deep ball thrower, so I'm not mad at that. But
so that's
he also had AJ and Devontae, so I don't know if I just don't know if that's different there to have to be the deciding factor. Why is Jalen Hurts better than Kyler Murray? Now I'm thinking about it. I'm like, I was joking and I assumed I would have said Jalen Hurts, but like it's not like he was like real trustworthy this year, like keeping the ball moving and getting the ball in space and doing all these things that we want to see from Kyler. I actually don't know what the argument is besides past success for next year, Jalen Hurts being definitively better than Kyler Murray.
Who protects the ball better?
Hurts.
Neither one of them are insanely turnover prone. Jalen Hurts. Kyler Murray is prone to some reckless throws in the middle of the field.
Yeah.
Not at some like Geno Smith level, but sure. Jalen Hurts doesn't try hard throws very often, so he protects the ball more. I don't know if that's again, I chose my words carefully.
Yeah.
I don't know if it nets out to be better, but he doesn't try as many hard throws.
Okay.
Where Kyler Murray tries too many.
That is true. That is very true. Yeah.
Interesting convo. I gotta think
We'll
about that
see.
more.
Next year's gonna be special.
I'm trying not to be dramatic and hating, but like I really don't know.
That's fair. Very fair.
And I think nobody up here knows, and we're dancing around the conversation.
I know. It's awkward as hell because it's like we really have to think about this.
You're Dan. Is Kyler clear? Next thing we're going to do. We are going to do what the title said. We are here to react to your best NFL hot takes post-free agency. We'll give these a W or an L and talk about whether or not we agree with your assessment of these teams and the moves they made. First up, the Max Crosby trade rejection was a hidden blessing for the Raiders, and they will go 10-7 and make the playoffs as a 7 seed. Ooh. Donovan, as a guy last year, had all the Raider stock in the world. Do you think this is the year they make that leap and get to be competent after keeping Max Crosby?
No. I think that Max Crosby will be dealt again.
I
find it very hard to believe that Max Crosby is going to be on this team at the start of the year. And so I think with that, now you still have to redo. Your defense is now in a terrible position. The offense will be better. The team as a whole will be more competent, but 10-7 is a lot, and especially when the Chargers have geared up the Broncos and their defense is going to be good. We expect the Chiefs to be right there. It's probably going to be a situation where the Raiders are still fourth in that division.
10-7 doesn't seem 10-7 is a lot. I disagree, but it's a good hot take. In order for them to be 10-7, I'm not even thinking about their defense because how the fuck can you talk about it? More so, it's got to be like an offensive slanted team. And if Mendoza just like comes out and is that guy later on once he gets like the full-time start or whatever, if he starts full-time, who knows how they're going to handle that situation? Then it's like, okay, like if he's like that blue chip tier 1 prospect, it's not the craziest thing. It's not the craziest thing. Do I believe it? No, but it's a good hot take.
Can you zoom in and move to the right? Look at this defense. It's really not. It's not quite as unworkable as it was before. We have now, assuming that we keep Max Crosby, we bring him in, bring him back.
Getting Nakobe Dean's here.
We have Nakobe Dean and Quay Walker as inside linebackers. That makes a big difference. That's an athletic, interesting duo that should complement each other well if Nakobe Dean is healthy. With Max Crosby being the amazing run blow-up type of guy on the line, that kind of moves me from a run defense perspective. And obviously the run defense is absolutely atrocious. That is not terrible. You bring in Kwity Paye, who I think is decent. If he's the backup rotational guy with Max Crosby, that kind of moves me. Their interior defensive line is still non-existent. They need to clearly address that and get like a home run 3rd round pick in the draft, which is not impossible to find a run stopper there. I don't think this will be worst defense in the league level bad if Max Crosby is there.
If he's there, yes. I just don't think he's
true. If he's not there, and obviously offensively, they made some good upgrades this year. You know, now they have Tyler Linderbaum there, which makes a big difference. You need to address the left guard and your right tackle still in the draft. I imagine the 2nd round pick will be an offensive lineman, assuming they don't trade Max Crosby and get an additional 1st round pick. So let's assume they do that. Hopefully 3rd round pick, defensive tackle. We know they're going to pick quarterback first overall. The weapons aren't great. You still need a true outside threat at some point. They probably won't get that in this draft class. But having hopefully Besh becomes something. Naylor is extremely versatile, can play outside and inside with an increased run blocking around Genty. This is going to be a competent team at the least.
Man, I would have felt so much better about them if they were able to get another 1st round pick in there this year.
Yeah. If they had 14 and you could say they're going to pick Vega Ione and have like a great offensive line
That'd be
plus a
tough.
QB, at that point, their offense would be one wide receiver run away.
Exactly.
That would be tough.
So
The Ravens are so grimy.
I know 10-7 and make the playoffs as a 7 seed is too much, but this could be an 8-win team. I think they do have Clint Kubiak calling plays now, which is a huge deal.
Very true. Very true.
Huge deal.
8 win. Yeah.
This is a W take. I like this.
8 wins can definitely happen.
8 wins with a great draft. So they have to nail the draft, do the things I just described. If they do that, then it could be an 8-win team. But obviously, it's a big if. First, you have to nail the draft class, which isn't a guarantee. But it's a difficult division to get the playoffs in.
That's hard.
Tua will become the next redemption story, not because I believe in him or that he has redeeming qualities. Sorry. But simply because the most memed on free agent QB every year has immediately proved everyone wrong. Examples: Daniel Jones last year, Sam Darnold year before that, etc. There's a trend now of all the biggest moves that people say can never work working. Is Tua up next?
Strictly off of just like the history that we went off of when it comes to just meme quarterbacks, Sam Darnold, Daniel Jones. Is Tua the guy next? I don't know. I don't know what's the rationale behind that.
They want Malik Willis to be the next one, obviously. They paid him to be that, projecting. Tua is the actual one that came for very cheap and could be that, I guess, in terms of finding value from the scrap heap.
But this is wrong because the most memed free agent quarterback. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Because most memed quarterback as a whole, that was 9. And,
Yeah.
And nine's not now. He's not walking through it as QB1.
I think the better comparison to Tua would be Justin Fields in terms of bringing in a QB that no one has faith in at all, and some front office sold themselves on getting the best of him. That's more the comparison to me than Daniel Jones. But then again, was Daniel Jones that different before he got good out of nowhere with a new team? Maybe not. So maybe it is Daniel Jones.
That's also a very good point. Is that we've been pointing to a lot of redemption stories. There's the other side of it where it's like, yo, some dudes just stay trash.
Guys stay bad.
They just think
Sometimes the book is right.
Like you can have 5 redemption story quarterbacks in the league at a certain point, and we're gonna point to the one. That's a 20% hit rate. 80% of them are still bad. So I don't think that I've lost faith in Tua completely. And you go to Sam Darnold, you go to Daniel Jones. If you are, I think Stefanski is a good coach. So there might be a boost, right?
Okay, so last year, Daniel Jones was redeemed. Russell Wilson went outside. Justin Fields went outside. I'm looking across Kyler Murray in some way, but that's a different situation, I guess. Who else were these redemption quarterbacks? Different because he was redeemed first. But teams that try to get reclamation projects, they try to say, can we get one more run of Russell Wilson? Nope. So people that were bad and try to make good again is what I'm looking for.
Okay.
That were bad in 2025 and 2026 to try to make good. Justin Fields didn't work. Russell Wilson didn't work. There were rookies.
Rodgers?
Joe Flacco didn't work in some regard. They traded him.
Did Rodgers work? Are we considering that working?
Rodgers worked fine enough, I guess. I suppose. Joe Flacco didn't quite work, though, again, that's different circumstances. And I think those are all the ones that were tried this year.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's plenty of misses to go along with the Daniel Jones hit, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, Tua is not. This is wrong. I think any faith in Tua outside of Atlanta is wrong.
Damn.
I don't think that anybody should have faith in him.
To be fair, Mac Jones also worked. So maybe that's, again, a little different circumstance, but another hit.
Yeah, with just the GOAT.
Shanahan tax, yeah.
In a couple years from now, y'all think we're going to talk about CJ Stroud in the same way?
No, we got to relax. It was fun at the moment. He's not that bad.
We'll see.
You're right. We will see. But no, I think he'll be closer to fine. The Steelers have a better chance at winning a playoff game with Will Howard than running it back with Aaron Rodgers again. So this is just hate, but do we approve of this hate? Is there? Do all good jokes contain true shit? Is the question here.
Will Howard. Okay.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
They do. I don't know if Aaron Rodgers has it. He shouldn't be the Steelers quarterback this year. They should have went after somebody else. But Aaron Rodgers at this point, it's like, yo, you are going to be 42, 43 years old, I think. I think 42. You can't move. You can't hold on to the ball for more than 2.5 seconds, or it's that ball's getting dirted, or it's that ball getting thrown somewhere else. I'm not super excited about.
Oh, breaking news. Everybody shut the fuck up. We have breaking news that is far more important than Aaron Rodgers
bad.
conversations. I don't want to hear shit about Aaron Rodgers.
it Max
Let me pull
Crosby?
this up. No, it's not Max Crosby, though. That'd be cool. Ooh. But it is a very interesting move for a team that has been in despair about their team not making moves. This is exactly what they wanted to see. The Broncos have traded for JAYLEN WADDLE. They are trading a 4th-round pick in this year's draft. The Miami Dolphins receive the Broncos' 1st-round pick. Actually, I said that all wrong. My bad. Denver receives JAYLEN WADDLE and a 4th-round pick in this year's draft. Miami receives the 30th overall pick, along with a late 3rd and 4th-round pick.
Okay, that's a little haul.
30th in each round.
I'm not going to lie. Initially, first thought, I love this for the Broncos because this team out of every top contender was in dire need of some real like playmakers and guys who can just have opportunities for yak stuff on the field, bro. And this is the perfect opportunity for someone like JAYLEN WADDLE to go in and like really solidify himself as the main weapon, the wide receiver one for this team. They need that bad.
Him and Courtland Sutton. That is some interesting vertical targets up the sideline. That is a duo that can stress both sidelines with deep balls in the same way, a light version of A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith. And guess what? I've always said Bo Nix is like Jalen Hurts in that he is very deep ball oriented, has very similar strengths and weaknesses as a passer. That's so good for maximizing Bo Nix's strengths as a passer. Yeah. The fact that both sidelines can get the deep ball, that is the perfect thing for him to get maximized. I love that.
We just had that hot take. Raiders ain't getting 8 wins.
Yeah, no, sorry.
They're not getting 8 wins. It's wraps. This is awesome. That's great. And I think you've seen this Broncos offense at certain points, and even last year going out and getting RJ Harvey, trying to find some actual like difference makers, trying to find some guys that from this next regime, from the Sean Payton era, can legitimately go out and make plays on their own and stretch their defense in different ways and allow you to be creative. Also, we're talking about the deep ball, just getting the ball into JAYLEN WADDLE's hands on screens, on short yardage plays, allowing him to make plays after the catch. That's massive for
We
them.
know Sean Payton loves that.
Exactly.
We know he loves some screens.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if we're gonna run this exact offense back, now we are putting for real talent and speed in like top end wide receiver play. Well, actually not
top end.
Not top
But
end.
very good. And you know what? You're right. We're
awesome.
running this offense back. Think about it that way. Same team as last year. Everything you saw Troy Franklin do, imagine that's JAYLEN WADDLE. He's getting those screens Troy Franklin always got. He's running the deep post that bounced off Troy Franklin's hands because he had no separation and there's a DB on his back and he can't catch through contact. JAYLEN WADDLE converts those plays. It's a glove in hand fit and a direct upgrade over a guy who has like a similar body type, I guess, in Troy Franklin and like similar route tree and like desired usage, but just a clear upgrade in every way.
I love this swing, man.
Also, dang, they set Malik Willis up to fail. That's crazy.
I know, dude. I was talking about our Dynasty League. I have Malik Willis and JAYLEN WADDLE in that league. I was like, oh, I got this cool stack. Let's go. Now we have him splitting touches with Courtland Sutton.
That is really weird I get it for the Dolphins because that is massive draft.
That's not a capital.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a second if they give too much or not, but go for it.
But that's just like, you just paid this guy $30 million to come be your quarterback. Tyreek is not coming back. You traded off the best wide receiver that you have on the board. I'm cool with them trading away JAYLEN WADDLE. I just probably wouldn't have given Malik Willis that money if you were also on top of that going to take Tua's cap hit. Like, it feels like a lot.
They're tearing down the studs. And you know what else? Like, Malik Willis is a quarterback that we all understand the swing on him. We understand that the league as a whole is trying to reverse engineer the next Sam Darnold. They're trying to identify who the next guy that gets a second win in his career and can be a Super Bowl winning quarterback one day is. And instead of getting him for the cheap and getting lucky because he's that guy, they're paying him up front and saying, we think you already are that guy. We're setting the market before you can surprise people, right? We understand that. Okay, we saw him in these past 2 years underneath the floor. We see the value there. We see what you see and understand you taking that swing at the very least, right? He did that with an elite play caller, pretty good protection, and pretty good weapons. Not like he had Justin Jefferson or anything, but pretty good weapons, I think. Far better than who the fuck is left? Malik Washington, wide receiver 1 hoops? What? Darren Waller going to come back? Wide receiver tight end 1 to 100 catches a year. Darren Waller
Keep on
hoops?
screaming for Darren Waller.
You're leaving Malik Willis with the terrible protection, an offensive coordinator who the last we've seen him in that role wasn't pretty, but maybe he got some redemption. We'll see. Your highest drafted offensive lineman in the last couple of years is Jonas Avenea, who was absolutely atrocious in year 1. Maybe year 2 makes something prettier for him. We'll see. And no talent on the outside. You're throwing him to the wolves and saying Malik Willis be that guy.
Listen, man, that just tells me when it comes to Malik Willis and all of our expectations, it's really crazy. I didn't really like think about or analyze how perfect and sweetly set up the situation was for him in Green Bay to just ease his way into just like outstanding quarterback play. Over here, you got to get everything out of the mud. And now I walk with you with grace. I look at you with grace. I treat you like a young player. I treat you like a rookie because this is like truly rookie circumstances that he's entering right now.
Now, that being said, though, they did add extra draft capital, so they could draft a wide receiver 1 for him. And in the first round, they can get Denzel Boston, maybe Casey Concepcion if I was that far. I don't know about that one, but maybe. And they clearly want to rebuild their offense and their vision, and they have assets to do it now. So it's not like he's guaranteed to be an tire fire.
Yeah.
But, it's a defensive head coach, also lacks defensive talent. Maybe he wants to spend those high picks on the defensive side of the ball. Malik Willis certainly won't have a great offensive situation, which is something to consider.
Yeah, as long as the process is okay, then I don't give a damn because that haul is crazy.
Yeah, their draft will be everything. Okay, so on the other end. Well, actually, should they trade A-Chain now? Are they just tearing it down to the studs?
I have no idea.
Can they get a second-round pick for Devon A-Chain?
I think you can.
Can you get a first-round pick for Devon A-Chain?
Oh, no.
I'm not stretching it because after all, he's a running back.
It's a running back.
He's little, gets hurt a lot. Well, presumably, we get hurt a lot because he's small, stayed healthy last year. So maybe first is stretching it. But you can probably get a second-round pick. If Kenneth Walker gets $15 million, second-round pick market, that could make sense.
Well, are you trading a second-round pick for? Are you giving that up? I think it might be a little bit easier to stomach, like paying for also the Super Bowl MVP running back.
Sure, A-Chain's better though.
Yeah, but just overall like
the PR of it. Yeah, okay.
And it is the market. Also the Chiefs. Like I'm sure if the Chiefs had an opportunity to pay different running backs, they probably would have. Because even last year, like they weren't even willing to go from a fourth to a third for Breece Hall. So I think giving up draft capital, especially pre-draft, is probably not.
Depends on the team though. Because the Chiefs have holes and they really need to hit a draft class to kind of like replenish this dynasty.
But is there anybody that desperate at running back? Because the Chiefs were the most running back desperate team. I don't know if I was anybody right now that I would give up a second for A-Chain.
I'm sure there's a team. I mean, I would think about it like DJ Moore to the Bills. They overpay a little bit because they are like our win now team who's a wide receiver 1 away from like maybe making the Super Bowl. Let me look across the league. There's probably a team that feels like they're a dynamic running back. The Bears. The Bears just traded. The Bears just got a second round pick for DJ Moore. Would they trade that second round pick for Devon A-Chain?
I don't think they would.
Maybe not because they have to replenish their offensive line now and still need secondary help. So maybe they're not the exact team. But something like that where like you can identify a clear needed running back that could put them over the top to win a Super Bowl. I don't think it would be impossible to get a team that give up a second round pick for that.
The problem is with that specific situation, you're assuming it's very hard to be in that position.
Oh, Rams. The Rams have been dying to give out picks left and right. They're in AJ Brown talks. Why won't the Rams give up a second round pick to go get him?
Because they're fine with Kyron.
Yeah.
Imagine Kyron and A-Chain. Holy fuck.
I understand. I don't think that they would do it.
Okay. Yeah, I think you'd rather, if you're the Rams, you'd probably like want to add another receiver maybe just because Devontae Adams getting up there in age.
Yeah.
I think he has 1 year left on his contract.
Devon A-Chain is a gifted receiving back. He's a weapon.
True.
Seahawks have to replenish things, but I don't know if second round pick for the Seahawks. Yeah.
That's too much for them. Right now.
I don't know. I think there's a team out there that can make sense.
I think
Devon A-Chain is incredible.
I think the Rams would be the only team that would be in that particular situation. But then again, being a running back away kind of means like your defense is very, very solid. Your offensive line is good. You have receivers on the outside and you're good at quarterback. Normally, when you have that, your running back is getting 1,000 yards anyways because the offensive infrastructure is fine anyways.
You know, it's ironic. You know who would be the teams that didn't just do what they did? The Broncos. That would make sense for them too.
Yeah.
Wait, okay, so to the Broncos side, first round pick. You move back in the 4th round and you give up your 3rd round pick. Actually, you move up in the 4th round 20 spots to go from 40 to 11, 30 to 11, I should say. So we'll call that even. You give up a 1st and a 3rd.
That's a lot.
It's very all in.
Yeah.
It's very right now. And I think this is what you have to do when you are obviously you already know the mindset for a lot of people, which is we have a quarterback on a rookie deal. Let's go maximize this window as much as we can in getting playmakers and getting guys on the outside that can help him and elevate him. And then whenever it's time to pay Bo Nix and you have to start reshuffling things, then we'll be in a situation where our draft picks will replenish. I like it because a lot of it is like it's this year, so you're not borrowing a lot from future years. So you will have you would have picks in your chest to go out and continue to replenish this team with good contracts. I mean, they could have made the Super Bowl last year. I feel much better about them now than I did 10 minutes ago. Like I think last week the Chargers were the favorite to win the AFC West. The Broncos should be the favorite right now.
I don't know if Jalen Waddle moves me to that regard to change it. I think it's fair to pick them to win the West. If you felt the Chargers were the better team, I think you should still feel that way. But if you felt the Broncos were, it's even more ammo. Actually, no, maybe that's not true. Maybe Jalen Waddle. I got to think about that some more. Maybe not be definitive there.
Yeah, no,
it'll be close.
I just that amount of speed is insane
With a good deep ball thrower.
It's a real weapon.
It's like that's the biggest winner of this by far is Bo Nix. Bo Nix has continued to play well in big moments when needed, mostly off the strength of his legs and his deep ball. Those are his defining strengths. We'll see how the passing over the middle of the field continues to develop. We know he had great games at the end of the year, had a lot of bad games early in the year when that limitation really shined. The fact that now he can stay limited and just have the best deep ball throwing, like this is how Jalen Hurts won a Super Bowl. He was throwing deep balls to A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith with a great run game and great offensive line. That part of it still needs to come. We have to get a year 2 R.J. Harvey leap to be able to really like put that whole puzzle together. But we've seen this exact archetype of QB win with this exact archetype of wide receiver duo. Cortland Sutton is great value A.J. Brown. Jalen Waddle is not terribly dissimilar to Devontae Smith in the types of routes they are successful on. This makes so much sense in a very, very repeatable fashion.
Yeah, it's again, going back to what you said, Donovan, they're 1 win away from the goddamn Super Bowl. They might have won it if Bo Nix never got hurt. And adding this weapon like this just makes things so much more not complex of an offense, obviously, but you get another option that lends really well to your quarterback's weaknesses.
You can be less complex. Sean Payton had to be incredibly complex last year, dialing up all these screens, all these short area yardage plays to get the ball in the receiver's hands, let them create yak. Yeah. He had to make up for those deficiencies in the early Bo Nix play. Now we get to be less simple. Now we get to air this bitch out. And we get to have actual winners that we don't have to manufacture touches for. Yeah. Because I can only imagine Jalen Waddle and Bo Nix will have a fantastic connection.
I don't. Also, I'm going to be unreasonable now. I don't care what the situation is. I better not see one game under 20 points. I want this team to be so explosive because
they didn't have JSN. It's cool.
I just think that like I'm gonna put that pressure because I just having Jalen Waddle again because we keep talking about the deep ball for them. It does not change what they do, and so the fact that you can have both areas of the field in terms of your vertical stretching, your screen game is now elevated, and even Bo Nix, like he had moments last year where very clearly we were very tough and like it wasn't a super accurate deep ball thrower at times. There were games down the stretch of the season and multiple times we were like, hey, this is the best game that I've seen Bo Nix play. Hey, Bo Nix is really starting to put things together. So if we think that Bo Nix is going to take another leap forward, and the leap that many of the Bo Nix people and the Bo Nix fans were just forcing, saying that he had made starting week 1 last year, if that actually comes to fruition in week 3, now we're getting a better quarterback, even more talent, this offensive play caller guru in Sean Payton. That's where this team and this offense is going to be as dangerous as possible.
Dolphin star wide receiver Jalen Waddle says he'd beat the fuck out of his former Alabama teammate Patrick Surtain if he ever went against him in a boxing match. Oh, Pat Surtain? I'd beat the fuck out of him. I'd beat the dog shit out of him. I'd beat the dog shit out of bro. Somebody asked him about boxing players. Do you think they talk about this in the locker room day one?
100%.
He has to have seen some shit in the locker room.
I want the Broncos to be on Hard Knocks now, and I need them to address this.
Do you still think you would sleep Pat?
Pat, I still beat the fuck out of you.
This is cool. Yeah, so for Bo Nix, I'm going to grade this an A. For the Broncos, they give up a lot, but it makes sense. B+.
For a singular season, I like it. I think I'll give it an A. This is exactly what they needed.
B+, you get maybe a bit, I don't know, we got to talk about the value of Waddle. Is he worth the first round pick plus an extra pick? I don't quite know. I don't quite know if he's that level. But for the place you're at, it's certainly understandable. And for the Dolphins, look, we always say when you tear the fuck down, maximize value, sell off win now pieces, getting multiple draft picks when you have so many holes on your roster. Absolute A++ for the Dolphins.
I agree. They can't lose. They have
A++?
nothing to lose.
A first and a third is added.
Yes,
to a
for
team that is
Jaylen Waddle?
restarting. For Jaylen Waddle, for the 15th best, actually, I don't know, that might be generous. For a middle tier wide receiver, elite wide receiver 2, but as a wide receiver 1, middle tier wide receiver 1, like, is he better than Garrett Wilson?
I don't know.
know.
No, he's not.
No, I don't know.
I heard that wrong.
Yeah, no. Jaylen Waddle is not Garrett Wilson.
Yeah.
I don't even know if he's Lab McConkey. That's like the conversation the tier he's in, which is Lab McConkey's like, had a down year, like the 14th best receiver in the league, something like that. Maybe.
Okay.
So like, that's the type of tier he's in. I don't know if I'm
Yeah,
a team.
I
if
might
I
take
would,
Waddle. But
maybe you could take Waddle. That's fine. It's a conversation, but
matter.
like, it's not definitive. I wouldn't say he's for sure gonna like be that transformational number 1. Yeah. So getting a first for him, it might work out really well for the Broncos, but it's great value for the Dolphins, I think.
also, well, actually, no, I won't go there. It's fine.
And a third round pick. They need as many picks as possible. When you're rebuilding, you need to have volume of picks. That's the real meta of how you rebuild the roster, is as many picks as possible, as many bites at the apple. Getting multiple here is the key.
If I look at it just with the facts that are on the screen right now, A++. If I think about it with this tweet and the tweet that's saying that they signed Malik Willis, that really just I'm still just a little bit confused as to why they would go out and sign Malik Willis and take the Tua cap hit if you were gonna tear it down.
I'll tell you what.
Tell me.
Well, the Tua cap hit, you're not trying to win for the next year and a half, maybe 2 years. You're taking the Tua cap hit. Your roster's going to suck. It's going to be young. You're maximizing draft picks, a bunch of cheap players to offset that. You're tanking. You have no intention of winning. You sign Malik Willis. You don't prioritize Malik Willis in terms of, I got to get him weapons to win now. The deal you just signed to him, you're on the books for 2 years. Then you can get out of it. If he's really, really good and becomes your franchise QB, great. If he's left out to dry and doesn't prove to be the guy that can elevate this terrible roster around you, and he just kind of washes out as a former backup that should probably stay a backup, who cares? You didn't waste money. You weren't trying to win.
You could have been led somebody out to drive with Tua.
Tua had no chance of being good. Malik Willis, now you have a chance. If he's not good, you're tanking. You'll be in position to draft a new QB. If it's an utter disaster and he's the worst quarterback in the league because there's no help, we say, oh, if only Malik Willis had this better opportunity, who cares? Now I've got the number 1 overall pick. Come here, Arch Manning.
Yeah.
If he's good, great. Now he just stumbled into somebody that was able to succeed despite the bad circumstances. There's no way to lose in this situation.
Yeah, I think I don't view Malik Willis as someone you have to prioritize and necessarily give him the best weapons possible right now, because that's not the state of their organization. This is not like it could be a franchise changing opportunity for Malik Willis and the Dolphins, but right now it's just like they're trying to find their footing. And
Yeah.
I'm not going to let no one named Malik Willis stop me from that. Right
No
now.
one named Malik?
Yeah.
I only want Johns at quarterback. I only want Peter.
Like,
No
what
Malik.
Malik Willis has not done enough for me to go ahead and just like, oh, I need to go ahead and shore up my offensive line or build up my wide receiver room. Like, I'm not doing that for Malik Willis.
No,
Right now.
to your point, it might work. It might be great. Or if it doesn't, who cares? We're fine.
Yeah, Malik Willis, like, it's cool.
No Malik's in my locker room.
Not letting nobody named DeAndre come between me and the
All right, back to the hot takes. Let's keep going after that dramatic reaction to that news. I'm excited about that.
This one.
Actually, as a Chargers fan, I should zoom out. Fuck. Levi Barnett says, with the Panthers bolstering their defense and O-line, they can definitely win the NFC South again and a playoff game.
They should definitively do that. I agree.
They should have did this last year. They should have won the NFC South and they should have beat the Rams in that playoff game. And
They should have beat the Rams in the playoff game?
I don't know about.
I don't know if they should have beat the Rams in the playoff game.
I think they had an opportunity.
Maybe they could have. It was a better
they
word.
got-
Should have beat the Rams? I don't know about that one.
yeah.
Okay.
They
Fuck
should've.
it. They should have beat the Rams. Fuck it. Be the best team in the league.
Yeah, going back to this is a. I
Hell
don't even
yeah.
know if this is a hot take. Really, this is not a good hot take because this is what they straight up should do. You added like top of the line, or one of the top edge rushers in the offseason this year, and Jalen Phillips, and then also you added Devin Lloyd too, who was the top line linebacker as well, and you added them to a defense that just like struggled to get real touches on their quarterback, and they really didn't have as much pressure in their edge room as wanted. So overall, like, you're solidifying this defense and making it more holistic.
Yeah, you just
So,
described
yes.
every single flaw they had in the roster right now.
Mm-hmm.
Their biggest question marks going into the offseason was you need to have a better linebacker play. Nobody could defend a running back out the backfield. Nobody could fill the gaps against the run. You bring in Devin Lloyd, who's great at both of those things. No edge rush pressure at all. Derek Brown came in and fixed your run defense, but no edge rush pressure. You drafted second-round picks last year to go fill that hole. They're not ready yet. Mm-hmm. Jalen Phillips is such a high floor-raising edge rusher. Mr. Pressure Man. He might not get 10 sacks a game, but 10 sacks a year, but he will be Mr. Pressure Man and that type of guy. is the type of guy you need in your rotation to make everybody's lives easier. If he's getting pressures, demanding the running back chip help, all of a sudden Derek Brown can get through there a little bit easier as a pass rusher himself. All of a sudden, your young edge rushers have a little more opportunity for one-on-ones themselves.
Yes.
And then you sign a left tackle to replace Ike Okongwu after his injury. Dubs all around. Good for the Panthers. They should win their division.
Yeah, 100%.
The Broncos. So topical now that they got Jalen Waddle. Memento said the Broncos doing absolutely nothing moved me to tears. I'm glad to say you can now wipe your tears.
Man.
Round of applause for Mementos.
No more crying.
Round of applause for Memento 00. Next one. Gavin Rules says Bijan Robinson will break the single season rushing yards record this year with Tyler Algier gone.
Nah.
And Kevin Stefanski.
What's the record right now?
Just over 2,000.
No, okay.
It's not gonna happen. I
don't know if
they use him too much as a receiver.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah, he'll never have
right.
body.
To do that. Like if he would have to have
Who's their wide receiver
he
two
would
right
have
now?
to
Some
have
middling
3,000
dude.
yards from scrimmage.
They don't have wide receiver two right now, essentially.
No, isn't it some dude from the Eagles? Their wide receiver two? They just signed some dude. What's his name?
Who did they sign them for getting?
Dotson, I think.
Oh, they signed Dotson?
Oh, John?
Yeah. I think so. they don't have a wide receiver two.
I missed that. Yeah, they signed Jahad Dotson, which means yes, they don't have wide receiver two.
My point exactly.
They don't have one. They will be drafting one.
You're right.
Yeah, my point exactly. He's used too much as a receiver, and he's too dynamic out the backfield.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Not happening.
Giants going from worst to first in the NFC East. Now it happens every year. There's a worst to first team, and we always talk about the NFC East specifically as a team that rarely has repeat winners. Before this year, they never had one in the past 7 years.
In the past 20 years.
20 years. So this past one was the first one they had to repeat?
Since the Eagles went back to back in like 03, 04, this was the first
I didn't
time.
realize it was 20. Holy shit. But the Eagles just did that. Can they continue?
No.
This is a good point. This whole division is really getting better.
Well, yes and no. I think it's very possible that the Cowboys win the division. I don't think the Giants are going worse to first. I've really soured on my outlook for the Giants.
Okay.
In terms of high end ceiling and them being able to win the NFC East, get into the playoffs, do all that type of stuff. I don't think that that's going to happen for the Giants. They will be improved. They might look better, but I think that Dallas has made enough moves to where you still look at them and you look at how potent their offense is. And if their defense can get too competent, their defense can get to 18, that's the team that can win 11 games. And 11 games can get you the NFC East.
It's a lot, man.
The Dolphins have 4 third-round picks in this draft. They have 11 picks.
That's very good.
But y'all need to see
They're
the vision.
eating.
That volume is crazy.
They're eating, man. But yeah,
It's very good.
Going back to this, I think this is a lot for the Giants. It was like a lot would have to go their way. You'd have to see more development from someone like Jackson Dart. Of course, their defense is their defense, and I would if this was to happen, I would more so believe it's because of that front line and their defensive, their front five or whatever. But I don't know if you can mortgage that much onto Jackson Dart in year 2. Malik Neighbors coming off of a fucking horrific ACL tear, which is tore up at several other
Still on
ligaments.
crutches.
Yeah, exactly, which is crazy. Scatabo, who's we know he's productive and we know he's good, but how good is he really? There's just too much going on over there. For
Yeah. Scott was fun. He's good. He's not this franchise altering running back. Or anything.
Yeah, he's just one of them niche guys.
And also, like you mentioned, the Cowboys could clearly turn it around this year. They still have more picks at their disposal to make stuff happen and change their defense. The Commanders just threw $1 bajillion at their defense, getting young, fast.
I could see it for the Commanders more than the Giants personally.
The Commanders need to nail a draft for sure.
Yeah.
They threw a lot of money around to okay pieces that, in aggregate, I think do a lot to raise their floor, but only as far as what this draft class takes them.
You don't believe in a Dafe away.
Not really. not particularly. But they did a lot of good moves around the margins that are good, not great, that you could see them nailing a few picks, finding some third-round steals, and being really good again. Gonna be a competitive division. Everybody's trending in the right direction besides the Eagles. Romeo Doubs is the piece that will make the Patriots win the Super Bowl.
I'm just gonna say it's a bad take. Romeo Doubs is the piece. I don't know about that, man.
I mean, low key, I can understand how they got here. It's just not true.
So
Romeo Doubs replacing Stephon Diggs essentially in the rotation there. Probably better than Stephon Diggs going forward, I guess. I guess. But they're equally as flawed of wide receiver rooms were before to me. I think having Romeo Doubs and Kayshon Boutte as 2 vertical receivers that pretty much strictly play on the outside is solid. That means to me you need to have a dynamic slot receiver or tight end that can really win over the middle of the field. Shout out Hunter Henry. I hope Kyle Williams is good year too. Hope he has a bounce back. He's an athletic, very quick, shifty guy. Hope that can be a starting slot receiver next year. Far from a guarantee.
Yeah.
the piece.
The piece is crazy.
Nah.
To win the Super Bowl, let's win the AFC East.
Yeah.
That's not
please.
because that's not guaranteed right now.
Yeah, I don't think the Patriots win the Super Bowl, and if they do, it won't be because Romeo Doubs is like insane to me. Yeah. I think he's good signing, but I don't think he has the ceiling to be transformational for what they
Super
lack.
Bowl MVP Romeo Doubs
Come on, man.
on the way.
Probably a better chance of doing that than Stephon Diggs.
100%.
Yeah.
Triple Crown card says the Bears letting go of their entire secondary was a Ryan Poles masterclass, and attacking the draft will allow the Bears to have a top 15 defense and make the Super Bowl with MVP Caleb Williams.
Dude, it was so fucking
Did you?
Yes, this is a great take. It was so funny seeing everyone on Twitter just like lose their goddamn minds. Bears fans specifically lose their goddamn minds off of seeing like all these guys in the back end of their defense just get picked apart from all these other teams for like no money.
We lost our mid. No.
Yeah.
Where will we find more mid?
Defense was so bad, bro. One of the most gimmick things I've seen in a goddamn long time. And so for this to happen, yeah, man, I'm not gonna lie. He took a piece of this from my brain and he put it up on the slide.
Where are we gonna find the mid factory? But no, yeah, exactly. They let guys go that the market told them these guys aren't worth that much.
Yeah.
It's not like they lost guys that got like $20 million a year. They lost a bunch of $5 million contracts that clearly they could have matched if they really wanted to keep them. And they were fine pieces. Shout out to Jaquan Brisker. Shout out all the guys they lost. They were good pieces that were made great by some Dennis Allen masterclass, by the high turnovers they would bring in. They can replenish that. And I agree with the framing of this hot take, that letting them all go was a Ryan Poles masterclass. There's no long-term stability to paying all your average DBs to come in and try to play above their heads again. That's not a sustainable model. We all know that every year there's these one-score game merchants and high turnover merchants that regress defensively. Keeping all those guys and making your defense highly paid would have been the recipe to guarantee you become that regression candidate. Now we have multiple picks. We can go out there and replenish our secondary and try to find like true difference makers that can play at their level and not having to rely on unsustainable turnovers.
How high do you think Caleb Williams is right now in the odds for MVP? I have the list up right now.
That's crazy.
So Patrick Mahomes is out of it, right? Because he's injury? Or is he on there?
He's on there.
That's fucking weird. He's above Caleb?
It's weird.
Just say a number.
He's not above Caleb is what I'm saying. Like,
7.
no, he's going to be higher. 5.
10.
10? Okay, wow. I thought it'd be higher. I thought there'd be a lot of hype.
So names right now above Caleb: Josh Allen, Lamar, Drake May, Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert, Mahomes, Dak, Stafford, Jordan Love.
I thought so.
Wow.
That sounds fair to me.
Yeah.
I thought there would have been a lot of Caleb Glaze. No, at this time of year, there's a lot of like, let me bait these guys into betting because they like Caleb Williams. So I thought he'd be like 5 out of some like, ridiculous hype. But okay.
He's tied with Trevor Lawrence in the odds.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I don't think Caleb Williams is winning MVP, so I think that's fair. I don't think the team's in the position for that to happen unless they completely blow this draft out the water and draft like an All-Pro cornerback in the second round.
Yeah.
Which does happen. So it very much could, and I think this is the right move by Ryan Poles. Good take. If the Browns have a draft even remotely comparable
Don't say anything good about the Browns right now.
to last year, which is a great draft class, and they have at least average QB play, they are a serious threat to win the division and are back in playoff conversations.
Shut the hell up.
Win the
Shut
division.
the hell up.
Well, think about it. Okay, so
Win the division is out the picture for them.
well, we just saw the Ravens collapse. Anything's possible. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna fucking pick it. But I at least am gonna say nothing's out the picture in that division. Now,
Quarterbacks right now. They're asking for average quarterback play. Currently, if they draft a quarterback, cool. We will have that discussion then. Currently, right now, the 3 quarterbacks on the roster for the Bears: Pro Bowler Shedeur Sanders, Dylan Gabriel, and Nasty Man Watson.
who might have a chance to start next year?
If you combined all 3 of them together, do you get a top 13 quarterback in the NFL?
Hell nah.
Fusion.
Hell no.
Yeah, if you fuse those 3 quarterbacks, are you getting top 13?
Well, hold on. Let's get into the nitty gritty. If we take the mind of Dylan Gabriel, who is pure of heart and good morals, so we can take away Deshaun Watson's stink, and we go with the personality of Dylan Gabriel, we go with the confidence of Shedeur Sanders, and we take absolutely nothing from Deshaun Watson because he's garbage.
Who do you get?
We're left with Shedeur Sanders. Exactly as he is now, but with some Polynesian flair.
So yeah, I'm not taking this serious.
Yeah, no.
Well, to his point, I think it'll be tough because of QB play. So it would really be reliant on Shedeur Sanders surprising us and being what the fans think he can be, and being like good and being the steal of the draft, right? I suppose it's not impossible. I will not be holding my breath waiting for the Shedeur Sanders quality starter league personally.
No.
But we know what their defense has. We know how good the defensive line is around Myles Garrett and Mason Graham, Malik Collins having that great defensive tackle duo next to Myles Garrett. Carson Schwarzenegger, Rookie of the Year, very good run-stopping linebacker. Secondary should still be good with Denzel Ward, Del Pitt, everybody's still there. Tyson Campbell after trading from last year. Should still be a top 15 defense at worst, right? With Myles Garrett.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So if you give him some grace and say Shedeur Sanders becomes a startable quarterback, they're probably going to draft a tackle up high with their first pick at 6. I would think if Moaga is there from Florida, from Miami. That goes a long way, giving them a franchise left tackle. After you already get Titus Howard, you retain Elton. You signed Elton Jenkins, you get a quality center, or he might go back to guard. And Zion Johnson, and you kept Tevin Jenkins. That O-line can be very decent next year if they draft a franchise left tackle. They have a pick at the end of the draft, in the first round.
Okay, say there's like get some receiver.
You get a wide receiver. You got Casey Concepcion there.
Here's the
Get some speed. That could be a very competent with if they have some good play calling. TBD.
Here's my question then. We're talking about back in playoff conversations. Where does playoff conversations end?
9 wins.
9 wins?
That's conversations. Can you be 500 is conversations. That means you're on the bubble, can make it in.
Yeah, when you see the graphic and they have like in the hunt and they have like the 11th seed in the
Yeah.
AFC. Is that what we're talking about?
Okay,
Can they get to
I
the
can see that.
11th seed?
Yes, 8 or 9 wins. Can they be in the hunt is the question for the Browns.
Okay.
And if Shedeur Sanders is good in some capacity, I can be behind you on them turning around. Assuming the coaching hires work and Monken is the guy, and assuming that outline where they draft a franchise left tackle and a capable wide receiver at, what's that Jags pick? Is it 26, something like that?
20, some yeah.
Let's say they get
mid-20s.
Denzel Boston, Casey Concepcion, whoever may be there, and a franchise left tackle that is that guy. I can see your vision of them being decent.
If the standard is for playoff conversations being the 11th or 12th seed, that's fine. Because you have the top 8 right now in terms of upper half of the AFC, 7 playoff teams from last year, and then we're adding Kansas City. After that, Cincinnati, the Colts, Pittsburgh, Tennessee, the Raiders, the Jets, Browns, Dolphins.
Those are all teams that are having like real like not identity issues necessarily, but they're in a crisis.
So they can be in the top 3 of those 8 teams.
Hey man, if they draft Moaga, they're gonna have a good offensive line. Moaga, Zion Johnson, Elton Jenkins, Tevin Jenkins, Titus Howard.
As a show, are we jumping on the Browns to make the playoffs?
No, because I don't believe in Shedeur Sanders, if I'm being honest. But if he shows me something, I'm open to believing in Shedeur Sanders. I'm not a hater. Like, if he proves me wrong and like shows us like some quality jump and play and like shows that he can be a starting caliber quarterback, I can be behind them.
You take the Browns or let's assume we're getting average quarterback play. Let's do what they're saying.
Okay.
Average quarterback play. You taking the Browns or the Steelers?
We'll get to the Steelers. The Steelers
weird.
were a big winner of free agency, so I don't know.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to have that conversation because there's so many moving parts with the quarterback play there and the coaching staff that like they're equally as high variance to me as the Browns, which is crazy. But they're probably gonna have Aaron Rodgers, so I will default to the quarterback play there.
I will give this a W hot take.
But if you're telling me to assume that
pathway.
Shedeur Sanders is as good as average quarterback Aaron Rodgers, then I guess I could understand the Browns.
Aaron Rodgers is not an average quarterback at this point.
Yes, he is.
No, he is not.
You think he's below?
He's not the 16th best quarterback in the league.
Well, that's not
Okay,
average.
like-
There's more than 16 average quarterbacks. Median isn't average.
He's not a top 20 quarterback in the league.
I think there's probably 21, 22 average quarterbacks in the league right now.
He might not be in that.
Okay,
range.
nevertheless, whatever. Then sure. Then the Browns are clearly better. Is that what you want to hear?
Average is
the
crazy.
Browns sweep.
No,
How about that?
No, I just needed to push back on that Rodgers
I
stuff.
know. To know for no reason. It was irrelevant. The Vikings always do well in the regular season when they sign some mid-ass QB that their previous team didn't want. They will win 14 games this year.
Let's relax, man.
I think it's a good take. For a hot
14
take,
games is a lot.
I'm
I
back
can
up.
see
I'm
it.
back up. I'm back on the bandwagon.
Well, I take yes.
I'm back
I
on the
guess-
bandwagon.
I
Yeah.
guess it is right because I'm getting mad.
We just talked a lot about Kyler Murray. I'm with you. 14 wins is tough, but like back to the 11 plus, 11 to 14 range, I'm with you.
Yeah.
The DJ Moore trade will land Brandon Bean on the FBI's most wanted list.
Whoa. Whoa.
He's already there.
Second round pick is steep,
Yeah.
but I think it'll work out. I think he'll be a good addition to their offense that, well, we'll look up and say definitely an overpay. I don't think it'll be like heinous.
Yeah.
So like maybe he won't make the FBI's most wanted list. He'll just make the bubble of like names to monitor, but they're not quite most
Yeah.
wanted. He'll be like
You're
a
right.
little bit wanted.
They'll like put pictures of his face on like grocery stores and stuff like that.
Yeah, he'll be next to like the people that steal from Target, not next to like the car bombers.
Yeah, I agree.
But you got to do some acts of terrorism and get on FBI's most wanted. He's just like, yeah, it's like stealing from Target. He's maybe at like Buffalo's most wanted.
Yeah, who?
But FBI, you're not that relevant.
Yeah, you're not gonna get no Amber Alerts about Brandon being like, it's not happening. He's on the loose, selling our franchise.
Kohler and Gadsden end up as a top 3 tight end duo in the league this year. With their tackles hopefully healthy, the Chargers end up winning the AFC West, invest in Charger stock, and then sell it once the playoffs start.
Not a terrible strategy.
Yeah, not mad at all.
That's an interesting
Elite
offensive
investment.
construction. I do believe him that they can have an elite tight end duo. I have a lot of faith in Gadsden as a pass catcher and being like not premier tight end, not like Trey McBride or anything, but like needle moving tight end pass catcher. And Kohler is obviously fantastic blocker. I could see him getting a little more pass catching opportunity. I could buy them having a top tier tight end duo and a top tier tackle duo. Very interesting roster construction to have elite tight ends, elite tackles, and elite quarterback. How far does that take you?
It's kind of 5, yeah. So
It is kind of fire, not gonna lie. With with an inventive play caller that can make the most of that stuff.
That's hard.
It's kind of cool.
I gotta watch that.
Fuck wide receiver ones. We got tight
Yeah.
ends over here.
Yeah.
We got tackles or weapons, Jim Harbaugh says.
They,
We got a few.
they should win the AFC West. I don't think this is a hot take at all. I think this is
Yeah.
a very just regular take about the state of the Chargers right now.
I agree.
Okay. Well, I'm not gonna go into this coming season assuming the favorites. The Broncos are still the Broncos, especially after adding Jaylen Waddle. And I'm not counting the Chiefs out necessarily. Maybe they have a reloading year. Maybe we look up and they win 8 games or whatever the fuck. But I'm not counting them out right away. So I don't know if it's to me. I don't think they should win the AFC West, that being the Chargers, but I think they can.
Do you think the Broncos should win, or you think the Chiefs should win?
I don't think anybody should win. I don't think there's any clear favorite to say somebody should win.
If you had to say a favorite, who would it be?
Maybe probably the Broncos today. The Chargers are one good draft class away because their guards are so weak still. And then I want to see some defensive talent injection after losing Minter. Losing Minter is a big deal. So today, the Broncos should win. Post-draft, maybe I'll flip the Chargers.
Okay.
But they can win. The Raiders will be better than the Chargers next year.
Yeah, man. Hey, let's run it back.
The Raiders to win the division.
Let's run this back.
Good God.
Every week that goes on, we're adding another win to the Raiders' win total. And right now they're at 3-14. Next week, 4-13.
Here's the thing. I'm really big on talking about the things we get wrong and trying to learn from it and overcompensate. Last year, preseason, I talked about I love Clint Kubiak going to the Seahawks and that I thought in those 3 games he had a healthy Saints roster. We saw the next great play caller. I talked about that a lot, if you remember, in the preseason. I didn't do anything with that. I acknowledge that he's great and could be awesome, but I didn't think the Seahawks would be great because of it. So this time, if I'm going to grade Clint Kubiak some more, maybe I should go all the way to avoid a Seahawks situation where we say a team will be mid and they're fantastic because of that coordinator. So maybe now, to continue, we have to say the Raiders will be great because of Clint Kubiak.
I'm
I
gonna
could see the
I'm gonna
logic.
just believe that I was a year early.
Never wrong, just early.
Never wrong, just early.
Okay.
We're getting 9 wins from the Raiders this year.
That's a lot, man.
Max Crosby or not.
Oh my gosh, that's a lot.
Even though that 45 minutes ago I just said that the Raiders aren't doing anything, I'm back in.
The Steelers had the best secondary in the league after all their signings. Again, not really a hot take, just like a cool observation because I think that's very possible. They signed Jamel Dean. They bring in which one was it again? Which Bears safety? I'm blanking. Jaquan Brisker to be their safety now, to be more of a box safety with Deshaun Elliott being the true middle of the field high free safety. You're gonna keep Jalen Ramsey at nickel, being the physical big nickel guy, a la what Derwin James brings, what Nick Amawari brings. That was kind of like oversized DBs that can play the run from the nickel position. Jalen Ramsey should do that full time now. Jamel Dean on the outside. This should be a top tier secondary.
Best secondary in the league.
That's
A
tough.
lot.
We still have the best cornerback duo in the league in Houston. We still have we lost some bodies in the Seahawks. So maybe the title's up for grabs.
Denver's still up there.
Sure.
You
Very
have
true.
Surtain. Philly is up there. It can happen. I think the Steelers can have the best secondary, but also I do think that the bar with Philly, Denver, Houston is super high. And and Philly, like they're probably third. Like they might end up coming like finishing fourth in this little trio, just because we have no idea what the safety play is going to be like this year. Like Makuba started to play well, but then he got hurt. But the cornerback trio of Quinyon, Cooper, and Reek Woolen is very, very nice. But I think when you have DPOY on one side, in Sertan, Riley Moss is still really good. Hufanga played really well. We're gonna see what we get from Jade Barron this year. Like I think Denver might still have the best secondary in the league.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair. I don't think Denver fans currently think Jade Barron is any good. I think they're kind of treating that as a bit of a miss. We'll see how year 2 goes. That'll be the swing factor, I think, in that conversation. Because this Steelers secondary, really hinging on what Jalen Ramsey looks like 1 more year older, can be amazing. And the Steelers are, Steelers fans are annoying as fuck and want you to praise them every 5 seconds. They deserve it right now. They are big winners of free agency. They addressed that secondary. They got a fantastic RB2 and a good wide receiver 2. Their 2 biggest weaknesses in offense. They're sitting pretty right now, depending on how the QB situation goes. Eagles finished 3rd in the division and missed the playoffs.
Hey man, it's on the table. It's on
the table.
It is.
That's crazy.
It's wild, but it's on the table.
I would never consider this. That's crazy.
How big is this table? Is this a small table that has very realistic situations?
It's not a coffee table. It's like a little side table.
So that means that like there's limited things on there. You're not saying anything's on the table. It's got to be real to be on that table. Not a lot
Is
of
it
space
bigger
there.
than that table?
Oh, okay. Well, if we're saying that, then it's a giant table. Then,
Okay,
And
there you go.
if that's the case.
So there's a giant table with many options on there.
Yes.
Okay. So you're saying the Eagles are safe.
Yeah, they're fine.
Okay. Coward. And that's the last one.
Yeah.
Good hot takes. This is good, man. They cooked.
They did cook.
Y'all cooked.
You cooked. Oh. Next thing we are going to do, we have to talk about some good old-fashioned NFL jersey rebrands. As you guys know, if you've been on Twitter, the Tennessee Titans have rebranded to a look very reminiscent of their old Houston Oilers days. They've completely changed some of the worst jerseys in the NFL for the better, I think. We're going to look at those, grade that rebrand, as well as the previous 10 in NFL history.
Okay.
It's BS.
It's BS?
Let's cook.
It's BS. Yeah.
All right, get into it. First off, we have the Tennessee Titans right now rebranding to what we see on the right, a new look that looks a simplified version of their logo. That's the same color scheme of the Oilers, and jerseys that look pretty much like Oilers jerseys.
I ain't gonna lie, that's tough. This is fire as fuck.
The jerseys are fire. They're beautiful. I just don't like that they have them. But
Tell me why. Go get into it. Why are you breezing past it?
because this is Houston lore, like you're not supposed to have that. That's not yours. I'm not a Texans fan, but I will.
You think
ride.
it belongs to the Texans?
Whether or not it damn sure doesn't belong to the Titans. It doesn't belong to them. That's
Wait,
not
they're getting a new logo too.
that's not theirs.
Yeah, their logo is a simplified version of the previous one.
Which if we're being real, the jerseys upgrade, the logo downgrade.
The logo, the colors are cool, and I understand simplicity. They should have at least kept the fire on the outside.
Yeah, the fire was fine.
Yeah, circle slop.
It is certainly circle slop. It's minimalist and circle slop. To go back to our TV
Bringing back
verbiage,
the tier list.
it's both. Jerseys are good. The lines on the jersey shoulders is guitar strings for the Music City.
Very nice.
Cool, nice little touch.
I will say I like the navy blue jerseys that they had. I've only seen these two, just like the white and the baby blue.
There's only 2 they're doing.
Yeah, I would like to see a navy blue version of it.
You're alone in that regard. I think Titans fans are glad that's gone. That jersey is the epitome of wash to me. I hate the navy blue one.
I just like the color navy blue. I would like to see them incorporate it into this color scheme as like an alternate or something like that.
I'd rather see a red alternate personally.
That would be fire.
A red jersey
That'd be a lot.
Fire.
would be intense, but it'd be cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go A. I think the jerseys are fantastic. The logo is dull, boring, but it'll look good on the helmet, I'm sure. But overall, I'll go A. Good way to usher in this new Cam Ward era. That past era is absolutely hideous. Every great player that touched that jersey became washed as fuck. Bad juju with the previous branding.
A+.
A+.
Hell yeah.
2024, we had the Houston Texans rebrand. How do we feel about this one? How's this aged?
I don't like just straight up simple H on the helmet. It's kind of nasty.
Well, that's just a alternate helmet.
Okay.
The regular helmet is the one that has the horn and the logo. They have 3 different helmets, really.
Yeah,
Okay.
They-
I like this overall.
yeah. They needed an upgrade. 'Cause I think that whenever they went to this one, it was the first one. It was the first like uniform change that they had since the team came into existence.
Yep.
I like the red jersey. I like the white jersey. Every time I see the black jersey, it's still hit or miss for me.
Yeah.
Sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't.
I don't like the
Yeah.
fact that the jersey has red numbers with blue outlines. It's too much color. It looks like something I designed in 2K, where you're a little kid, you throw a bunch of color on there. You don't adhere to the graphic design rules and incorporate some white to balance it.
Yeah, it literally looks like You ever seen like overtime elites?
Yes.
Or, like football league. It looks like an overtime elite.
No, let me
jersey.
get deep cut here. There's an old video game from the PS3 called Blitz the League 2, and they have made up jerseys. You can make teams like the San Antonio Vipers and shit like that.
Yeah.
That's how the middle one looks right there.
Yeah,
It just
so
looks like a bunch of teenagers playing football.
It's an XFL jersey.
Yeah.
That shit is a 2-pack of ass.
But know what I'll say? I'll still go B+. I respect that they went the college route and just have hella alternates. Just have tons of jerseys, tons of helmets. Most NFL teams adhere to like a few very like legendary things. They said we don't have a lot of history. We don't have classic jerseys. Let's throw shit at the wall. 3 helmets for us.
I fuck with it heavy too.
I like it. I like the audacity.
Something gotta stick, and a couple of these are sticking.
I'll go B- just because I wish the alternate was like much better. But the fact that they do have like the all red jerseys are and the all red uniforms
Tough.
are great.
Yeah, the red helmet's cool. Okay, 2024 as well. The Denver Broncos rebrand.
We're getting away from these mid 2000s jerseys. We're getting very very simple. I like the white jersey. I like the orange jersey.
Not really much different.
Can I say something?
Tell me about it.
No one from ass to ass. They need a new rebrand pretty soon. This one isn't good to me.
Dang.
I think they need to rebrand. Like you said, the 2000 jersey had worn out its welcome. To me, it's an utterly swaggerless, undefining look on the right that we'll look up in 3 years and have a new one, and we'll say finally they got something good.
You know what's gonna happen though? They're gonna go back to throwbacks.
Good. Go back to that. Go back to those bold colors. I'm over the navy blue. Go back to royal blue one day. And just the sides on the shoulders, all those patterns and stuff. There's too much texture. It's not even texture. Too much patterns going on. It is too simplistic, too modern, has zero life to it.
Did they
Yeah.
change the tint of orange, or is that just the
I think it's pretty much the same.
okay?
This is not good at all. Not good. F.
Yeah, I think no.
F?
I'm gonna go C minus
Just
to D.
because it's like, bro, you're coming from that to this. It's
It's not a clear upgrade,
it's not.
And
You might
I
as well
think
just
they
rock
need-
the same ones before.
and they need another upgrade soon. I think the right one looks to me like default Nike jerseys.
Yeah. So mad.
Listen,
regular.
that's a Nike conversation.
That shit is a high school template.
Yeah.
I kind of like them. I'm going B minus
For a
here.
rebrand, it's terrible.
I'm going B minus here.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's not ugly. It's not incompetent. It's
Yeah.
just clearly not going to be anything that defines an era. That they're going to do a new one relatively soon, I believe. I don't think they'll stick.
Yeah, probably. I mean,
2028 or whatever. When the next time they can feasibly do one, we're gonna get a new one.
that must suck to do this whole rebrand and go through the entire process. Have your designers working on it on everything, and as soon as you drop them, they're like, "Yo, change this now."
And I might be saying an unpopular opinion. I don't know if Broncos fans like it or not. I have no clue what the reception is.
The thing is, like, I bet their receptions are really just like indifferent at the end of the day.
I think they were dying to get a rebrand. So like they're happy to get new jerseys. But like, yeah, I imagine it's different as
Yeah.
fuck.
It's
They're
like,
just
okay.
regular.
Yeah.
Like,
Like,
I'm
this doesn't urge me to go out and buy a new Broncos jersey at all.
I've never once thought I need a Broncos jersey in my life.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I've seen a John Elway jersey. I'm like, damn, they used to be tough.
Used to.
You're not getting it anymore.
Nope.
We're not. No Shannon Sharp jersey.
No, I'd wear a Shannon Sharp jersey. Yeah, give me the old ones.
Gotcha.
None of the new ones. Detroit Lions. How do you feel about this rebrand?
Huh.
Are those real players on the right? I bet if that's a crazy question. They just
So
Look
nah,
kinda-
they hire people.
He said they built like.
Are those real players?
I'm crying.
That's Aiden Hutchinson, Jared Goff, and I don't know who's on the left.
It's supposed to be Amon Ra.
they try to.
Yeah, but he's
mock
white.
him.
I thought number 14 he's white.
Yeah.
So what's going on there?
Yes. Wait.
I don't know.
Is that really supposed to be on?
It's okay. Either way, with these jerseys,
In the face, it looks like Greg Olson. What the fuck?
I'll go B minus. I think actually no.
It's really similar to the Broncos. They have nice jerseys, actually, though. But where's the?
I respect this one more than the Broncos because they went back to like a classic look. They tried to
Yeah.
give a modern version of a classic football look with those big blocking numbers. Try to like pay homage to their 90s era, but was still maintaining some modernity. To me, this is a lot more. I like that more than I do just straight modern.
I give this a B.
I agree. It's it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to see. This is one where I'm looking before and after, and the difference is not super.
Pronounced.
Yeah, so it's like you could have just stayed the same.
It's more of a
Yeah.
tweak than a rebrand.
I feel you.
It's more of a refresh than a rebrand.
Yeah.
which is fine. Sometimes you need to refresh. Sometimes you need to put some
iPhone
deodorant
6S.
on your jerseys.
Let's do a little.
It works
bit more.
here.
No, don't do that. If you're dirty, shower. Don't just put the deodorant on and keep walking around.
No Axe body spray showers.
Clean yourself.
The New York Jets in 2024.
This was another one with the Jets where at least the before ones, they released them and they were like, yo, let's get these out of here.
Yep.
So we were just waiting for a while.
The new ones are cool.
I like them.
I saw someone point out on Twitter that the collars are obscenely thick, and I've never been able to unsee it.
Oh,
It
shit.
looks hilarious how thick those collars are on the new ones.
Cool. That just bumped down my grade. What the hell?
Yeah, you'll never unsee it. They have gigantic collars, like they're wearing ribbons.
These are super cool. I would give it an A, but the thick collars, I'm dropping that down. So A-. And then anytime I see Garrett Wilson in these uniforms,
I knew he was gonna say that.
you know it.
They allow him to wear big sleeves, so we dock him a point until they stop letting him do that.
So now we're at a B+.
But that's a preference for him, man.
Too bad.
It's awful.
We love Garrett Wilson. We stand against his big ass sleeves.
Okay.
In every regard, we get big sleeve tax.
I don't care how much you guys are sick of me talking about it. I'm going to bring it up every time.
I'll never change. Washington Commanders. A++.
This
is good.
sucked. This sucked. These jerseys, the new ones are not good.
Really?
They are not good. And I think their entire rebrand, I understand.
Donovan.
Listen.
Watch your
it
tone.
it was so
You're aligning with the wrong people.
it was so bad. First of all, Commanders is a whack name. They should have changed it to something else outside of Commanders. And these new
teetering
jerseys
the
were
line.
super bad.
You're getting close.
They're cool. I think they're cool.
I'm
getting
not
scared.
I'm not a fan of. You see the way Chase Young's jersey looks. I'm not a fan of like the red and like the white like gradient type of look. Not a fan of those. I think the black ones probably could have been better, but it's not good. I'm not a fan.
It's better when they came where they came from.
I low-key think that when they changed the team name, they probably should have just went with completely new colors as well.
Yeah, the new ones they're modeled after military aesthetics. Military aesthetics aren't good. So yeah, it was a bad rebrand, a very needed rebrand.
Who the fuck asked for military aesthetics?
No
Who
one.
asked for
I mean, it's Washington, D.C.,
I guess
so I
so,
guess.
yeah.
I understand it. I don't think it looks good.
Ew.
We have to change it.
So you're saying it looked better before?
I give it a C.
Yeah.
Canceled. 2021 Bengals.
Okay.
Let's see. They got rid of the panels.
I like this.
It's much cleaner.
The white is so clean.
They got Ocho for a rebrand photo shoot.
Yeah.
That's tough.
I forgot they did that. I was looking at that like I completely forgot about that.
I know.
I've never seen that specific picture, and I was looking at that.
You say,
Oh, this is A+. Look at those panels on the right side of the Bengals jersey on before. Completely useless. The 2000s, they loved motherfucking panels. Now it's gone. We have the clean all white. Way better. A simple change that makes all the difference in the world. A+.
yeah, this is special, bro.
Like, there's no reason to have a white panel on an orange jersey. It's stupid.
Oh wait,
Whoa.
they have the white panel on the black jersey too?
Yes, it's pointless. Clean colors are so much better.
I see this.
This is
Also,
A+.
Every team should do this. Every team should bring out a team legend for the rebrand.
Yeah, the older the better.
Yeah. Yes.
Let me see
Some
Larry
guys
Bird
are
in the next Celtics jersey.
Good God, man.
That would be so cool.
He's gonna look like Mr. Krabs. Please no.
A++ for the Bengals. W. 2020 Los Angeles Rams.
Okay.
Hated these.
What?
Look at the blue jersey. Look at the numbers.
I know it's gradient. I hate gradient too. Look where they're coming from. Abandoning that navy blue and tan was the best thing they ever did. That color scheme sucks.
Yo, that yellow is disgusting. That piss yellow is
It's not
nasty.
even yellow on the left. It's sand. It's gold like a 2000s PT Cruiser.
I'm talking about the full on
Kind of
yellow.
lit.
I bet you do think that. You
PT
drink
Cruiser's
ginger ale.
tough.
This is an old man color scheme.
First of all, time out.
You drink ginger ale.
This is
Whoa.
old man soda.
We using fighting words right now,
Time out.
man. Whoa.
I'm not
Hold
gonna
on.
let you because you've said it
Ginger
before,
ale.
and like I get it, but now you're out here trying
don't.
to say it as disrespect, and I can't let that slide.
I'm not
Ginger-
disrespecting.
I
Ginger
can't-
ale drinking ass motherfucker. Like,
That's what I'm saying.
God damn.
That's what I'm saying. You act like ginger ale is not one of like these. So ginger ale is like that.
It's not one of these sodas.
Ginger ale.
All right, I was on your side. Let's slow down.
Stop
One
it!
of
Stop
these
it!
One of these
Stop it!
sodas.
Ginger ale
Let's-
is so good.
It's top 5 easy.
It's not one
I
of
say
these.
top 3 all my life. I say top 3 right
That's
now.
what I'm saying.
It's not
What?
one of these sodas.
Yes,
What?
it is.
Yeah.
Ginger ale. First of all, ginger ale is the official soda of every flight ever. You get in the air.
They offer every soda.
I know. And what do you go to? You go to the ginger ale.
You go to ginger ale.
A majority of
I
people
go to Diet Coke every
a
time.
majority of people go to ginger ale in the air.
Do you think a majority of the
Is that
plane is
statistic?
drinking
I'm a-
ginger ale?
Yeah,
no,
for
they're
sure.
not.
Yes.
For sure, for
No,
sure.
they're
Yes.
not.
You think a majority of the plane is drinking ginger? Are you insane?
Yes.
Okay, outside of water, yes.
Yeah.
If they're taking sodas,
No
yeah.
way.
Ginger ale
Yes,
gotta be
I
okay.
100% believe
You
that.
could-
I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna sit down.
Next
I'ma
time we go on a flight, I'm tracking this, bro.
track it. I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna get my Stroop waffle or Biscoff cookie, whichever airline you're on, and I'm gonna get my ginger ale, and I'm gonna sit down right there. It's you can have Sprite, and even then, I like ginger ale more than Sprite. Sprite's more versatile if you're like mixing drinks, because ginger ale again is like very specific. But you can go with, you can have Coke. I understand Coke's placement. I get it. It's that one. It's number one. You got it.
Yeah.
Some people prefer Dr. Pepper. It's very hit or miss.
Mm-hmm.
After that, yo, what are we talking about here? What are we talking about here? Ginger ale is sweeping everybody. I don't want to hear about Diet Pepsi. I don't want to hear about any of your orange drinks and none of that. It's ginger ale, and it's been ginger ale.
Big ginger ale that's big.
It's been ginger ale.
Ginger ale.
Big
Never-
G.
And
Little
I'm not gonna stand for this
He
disrespect.
got hella
GA.
cases in his crib right now.
I'm not gonna stand for it.
First of all, I don't think ginger ale is gross. I just think it aligns that you drink the old man soda and you like the old man color scheme on the left.
It's not. No, it's not even that I like the old man color scheme of the left. I don't like gradient. I don't like the gradient. I think the colors on the after are much better. I agree with that. I think the execution could have been better.
So what are we
This is
grading
very
this?
mid, bro.
What is
I'm
that? What
not
does that come
gonna
out to?
lie.
Comes out to
C,
about a
maybe.
B minus.
Okay, fair.
B minus. Ooh, okay. It's a lot for me, but I gave it a C.
This color scheme should have been
Here's
A+.
the thing: you're grading the right jersey. You're not grading the rebrand. The upgrade is tremendous. The refresh element. When you rebrand, you want to have a new era with a new, clean, defined look that represents what you are for this new chapter of your life. That is amazing. It comes
Also,
to that.
real quick, can we explain why even the gray one, why it has that white patch and why it can't that couldn't have just been like fully integrated
No.
into the jersey?
No, we can't explain it. No one knows what it means, and it's barely provocative
It's not provocative at all.
at all. It's stupid as fuck, honestly.
It feels very iron on.
But again, the helmet is amazing. They immediately jumped to having maybe the best helmet in the league, and that means a lot.
They're about to get another refresh. I think in the new refresh they're gonna go back to more simple
Yeah.
like LA Rams, and
That would move
that's
me.
gonna tighten up a lot of this rebrand and it's
sure.
gonna look a lot better.
Yeah, they're gonna do a refresh. And it's gonna be great. But nevertheless, as a rebrand, this was amazing to me. A new era. I'm going A,
Yeah.
just for the rebrand aspect of what they're coming from.
Okay.
A's a lot.
I'm not
Okay.
grading the New Jersey on the right. I'm grading
Yeah.
the rebrand of it.
Okay.
2020 Atlanta Falcons going from the old 2000s look to this red and black gradient jersey.
The good news is you came a long way. The bad news is you went the wrong way. These were a miss from the moment they dropped.
I was there when this
Oh,
happened. From 2015 to 2020, all we were saying is nobody needs a rebrand more than the Falcons. Please change it up. They got it, and it somehow got worse. This was hilarious that we finally got what we wanted. It's like the Mavericks. Now they need one. We've been begging them. It's like them getting one, and it's the worst shit you've ever seen.
I can't
Take
believe
no
this.
team like this seriously at all. The gradient, nasty.
Those
work,
big,
bruh.
ugly ass numbers, all tight.
Brother,
this was
you're
a
not
horrible.
defending no one.
The black ones are cool.
you
The
guarding?
gradients ass.
Black
The
ones
black
are
one's
alright.
tough. Black one's cool. I like it. I fuck with it.
It's cool. It's not amazing, but it's good enough.
It's cool
I
just
look at
because
these
it's
amazing.
black and red, and that's an insanely hard color scheme to mess
Yeah,
up.
Yeah,
The text
exactly.
is okay. I don't know if the text is amazing. It looks a little cheap.
It could be better.
Yeah, it could be better, but the gradient they brought, they don't even wear it anymore. They took it away like instantly. That's hilarious.
They got no sales.
I'm going
on
F
that.
here.
You almost never see a team take a jersey out the rotation that fast.
They got no sales, bro.
They got some feedback and said this is not worth manufacturing.
They're better off just using their store space for Snickers, bro.
They're not even making fakes of this in China. We don't even see this on Temu. That's crazy.
no one rocking with these.
DH Gate is not
That's
touching our
true.
gradient
That's
jerseys.
true.
That's
A problem. It's a jersey recession indicator. F minus. Also 2020. The Buccaneers changing from this Tron modern ass 2010 jersey in the left to going back to their clean cut OG style.
Yeah,
Considering rebrand, this is A.
Yeah, it's an A plus. It's just very funny because the year that they got this was the year that they got Tom Brady, and Tom Brady was like, "I'm not looking stupid the way that you guys have been looking stupid. So change something up before I get there."
Yep. I'm not wearing this video game jersey. These angular ass numbers looks like every high school in 2017. Yuck. Went back to the classic.
Yeah.
A plus plus.
I see that. I see that other jersey. All I think of is Jameis Winston and Gerald McCoy, and that's it.
Shout out Gerald McCoy.
On Madden. But this new one, it should be like this for a long time. They should not change this for a while.
I think maybe we should change it ever. I think it might be like a Steelers level. Like this should be your clear look forever.
That's fine with me. I like it.
Relatively. I mean, it'll refresh over time as aesthetics change. But like I think they should have a classic one that doesn't change.
Yeah.
And that's the last one. Those are the last 10 rebrands.
Okay, rebrands have been more positive than negative.
Definitely. We'll see if they age that way though. Because a lot of times, I mean, when the Buccaneers one came out and I was 13 years old, I thought it was dope. And then I stopped being 13 pretty quickly. And I was like, damn. Don't love it. Next thing we're going to do. I'm going to name every single team in the NFL, division by division. You have to describe them in one word.
Okay.
So what one word distills everything this team, whether it be their legacy or their current day standing, personifies.
Okay.
Let's start with the NFC East Eagles.
Controversial.
Disappointing this past season, yeah.
Yeah, for this 1 year.
Yeah.
Divisive.
Divisive is the word. Loud fan base that in itself has infighting and they're divisive. Outside of the fan base, everyone hates them because they're loud and talkative and annoying, but you got to respect them.
Okay.
Cowboys.
It's my people.
Oh,
Controversial. Annoying.
Yeah.
All we can say is heartbreaking.
Disappointing.
Disappointing, but in a perpetual way that just defines them.
Losers.
Losers, yeah.
Losers. That's the right way. They're the most famous losers. They're the main characters that do nothing but lose to maintain their level of main characters, but they still are the main characters nevertheless.
Annoying, sickening, fraudulent.
All right, buddy. One word, not 15. But I'll allow you to have 10 more seconds to name 10 more words.
Yeah, they just suck, man.
You'll cede your other 9 words? Mm-hmm. Okay. Give the time back to them. Okay. Washington Commanders.
Commanders. What's going on for them? That's so...
Idiotic.
Damn. Damn.
Really?
I think so.
Idiotic.
Why are they morons?
Well, one, we just talked about the rebrand. They couldn't get that right.
To get the colors together, okay.
But I also just feel like every time something is about to go right for them, they mess it up. And now it low-key feels like we're in that area too where
Historic fumblers.
Yeah, like they had the rookie season with Jaden Daniels, and then they've gone all in on this aging defense, and now they have to fix that mistake. And so by the time everything gets right, you might have to pay Jaden Daniels. Like it might be another mistake.
New York Giants.
Eras. They very much are defined by the eras and defined by the ups and downs, like by the ups of the eras. Because you have the LT, and then you have Manning for those 4 years where they went to the Super Bowl twice. Outside of that, their production is actually not eras, legacy, because their production low key is as bad as a majority of other teams over the last 15 years.
Yeah. Okay. NFC North. Chicago Bears.
Ooh.
Generational trauma.
Ooh.
Generations of despair has forbidden this foreboded on this franchise. Pain.
Yeah, just
decades of pain.
Yeah.
Decades and decades of pain.
Hopeful now.
Yeah. From pain to hope. We'll see. Yeah. But the hope comes every now and then, but always leads back to pain.
That's how you get the pain.
Yep, exactly. The constant up and down of the hope.
Bad luck. 2 words. Bad luck, man.
Detroit Lions.
Injured.
Yeah, let's focus on now. Injured.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Everybody's all hospital.
I'll say
Gosling. Ryan Gosling.
Okay.
Why? Jared Goff be looking like him sometimes.
Okay.
I did think that earlier.
I never thought that.
Disrespectful to Ryan Gosling. Good Lord.
Damn.
It's his man's.
Resurgence in recent years. I think people forget that we treat them like they're this team that's like they've just been the shoe and good team. I remember the decade they were atrocious. Got out the mud. They made it out the mud.
These guys were 0-16.
Ew.
We forget they were the Browns for a while.
Ew.
Green Bay Packers.
Historic.
Consistent. Yeah.
Iconic
consistent
Eras.
Yeah,
Like legacy of winning. 3 words.
quarterbacks.
Quarterbacks. Yeah, that's how you define the
Yeah.
Packers. Culture too. They're a team with real culture, real legacy to their team, their fan base.
very true.
They're kind of like, got to start glazing now. They're kind of like the poster boy for having a good fan base.
Yeah.
Of, like what you want your fan base to be.
Wayne.
In what way? Like,
And like I'm saying, they have like a culture of being Packers fans, and they've maintained it over decades and have that like shared history, and like
Yeah,
it's a good fan base.
it's much easier to do that when you have 45 years of like good quarterback play.
exactly. And I do think the ownership structure is probably part of it too. That there's no one idiotic billionaire making these decisions for everybody. Minnesota Vikings.
hope.
Tortured.
Tortured for sure.
Yeah.
Tortured as fuck.
Tortured. They get as close to ultimate success as you possibly can.
What's the opposite of God's favorites?
Ooh.
You're that.
The opposite of God's.
The opposite of the chosen ones.
It would be Vikings. fans.
Vikings.
It's just
There it
Vikings.
is.
The shunned ones.
Nothing good happens to them. Just pain and despair over decades.
Cursed, man. Cursed.
NFC South. Carolina Panthers.
Dab.
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 Okay. Guy. The most guy in his late 20s answer.
That's it.
I remember 2015 well.
It was a moment.
You know what? They've had nothing of history since then, so let's go Dab.
Inconsistent. They're the definition of inconsistent, man. Everything about them is inconsistent. Cam's like peak and prime, inconsistent as hell. Offensive weapons, inconsistent as hell. Bryce Young, inconsistent as hell. Just inconsistent.
You know what I'll say? They're searching. That's the word to describe them. They're searching for the next defining team after the Cam Newton era. Haven't found it.
Yeah.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Elite-mid.
Elite mid.
Yeah.
Okay.
Elite mid. Because I feel like every year or every 5 years, we're like, the Bucks, those Super Bowl contenders,
Yeah.
they can actually do it. They're super underrated. And then they come out, win 10 games, and lose in the first round.
And that's a good way to define their history too, because they've had like multiple Super Bowl eras and have like never been like one of the worst teams in the league for a long period of time. They've been elite mid. They're not a top tier history team, but they've always had good eras.
Yeah.
They've had moments where they've actually gone for it. They've gotten it done. Then they go right back down to doing what they do.
New Orleans Saints. South.
What'd you say?
South.
South.
But this is a very defining team of a
The
region.
New Orleans Saints.
This is another
It
team
is.
where I would say culture.
Yeah,
like in
culture.
in the same way that Packers fans have their culture,
Yeah.
Saints fans are
100%.
Yes.
100% like Saints fans.
Yep.
100%.
Bleeding gold is how you describe them.
Tough.
Falcons.
Mid.
The only way you can
Straight
say
mid, yeah.
every Atlanta sports team, just mid.
Yeah, mid in the worst ways compared to the Buccaneers, man. No one thinks
Pain.
you're top of line mid. No one thinks you're like, I don't know, the Dolphins of last year type mid. You just right there always.
Predictable. We know exactly what you'll be, and that's 500 more times than not.
Yeah,
Mediocre.
They play one way football always every year. Last year they picked defense.
They flip a coin every year.
Yeah.
NFC West, Arizona Cardinals. Little brothers.
Losers.
No, I don't even know if they're
They
little
suck.
brothers.
They
They're
suck.
like stray cats outside. They're just trying to get inside.
No, but they're the hated stepchild, like Harry Potter that lives underneath the staircase. You're part of the family, but only technically.
Basement dwellers.
Yeah, you're the cousin everybody talks shit about at family reunions.
Damn.
And everybody laughs at that. Like, yeah, you're part of the family. We got to acknowledge you. Maybe we got to throw you a couple dollars in revenue share, but we all laugh at you.
I don't like them.
Losers is the right word, though, perpetually, historically.
Revenue share. To the cousin?
It's like talking about the NFL owners.
I was so stuck on the family.
See, I was crossing references.
Okay.
Who in your family gets no money from you? If you won the lottery today, which one of your family members is not getting money?
Don't worry about it, man.
Instead of for you.
They might watch this NFL podcast from the Philippines. I don't know.
Los Angeles Rams.
Rams.
Aggressive.
Aggressive, yeah. Modern.
Hollywood.
Modern coach, modern thinking with draft picks, very aggressive, like you said. They do everything the way that somebody that is a young coach and young GM would do.
They're it, honestly. They're
Madden
it.
brained.
Poster boy.
You said they're it? That's glazed.
They-
That's good.
Team full of it girls.
Everyone wants to go ahead and follow what they do. They're it. Poster boys.
Them. They're them. All right.
I ain't going that far.
2 words, that guy.
Him. Hell no.
Goated. San Francisco 49ers.
Underrated losers.
Oh, God. Yeah, I mean, the first half. I was like, underrated. One of the most storied franchises with all these eras of winning. Then you came in with the hammer of hate.
They are the like
The most successful losers of all time.
Yeah, like they're like a tier above the Vikings, basically. Especially in the last like 30, 35 years. They're the same as the Cowboys where like they haven't won. They're the storied franchise that hasn't won in the last 30 years. Obviously, they've been to Super Bowls, they've been to NFC Championship games. And so that's where the fumbling comes in, and that's where you liken them to the Vikings. But they are also fumblers.
Damn.
Okay.
Seattle Seahawks.
They're consistent.
Champs.
They have their eras.
Champs. They did it. They got. What's the phrase that they had their 2013 era, went through the trials and tribulations, and got back to the mountaintop.
Yeah.
Mountaintop. They made it back twice. Did in 2013. You built an elite defense. You had to redo it, and you did it again. You got back to having once again elite defense in a different way. You have an end goal in mind, and you reach it multiple times.
How do people think about them in the not the 2010s, but the 2000s?
Mid. Matt Hasselbeck was their QB. They were just they're just a team. They had a legendary running back who had one of the best primes of the era, and didn't do a ton with it relative to talent level.
Okay.
Going to AFC now. AFC North, Baltimore Ravens.
In this moment, scammers. But
Overall, though, I think they're another team that's like poster boy for success.
like respected.
You're respected. This is the type of team you want to emulate. Hell, the Chargers are completely copying everything they do from an organizational perspective because they feel like they do things the right way.
Yeah, this is the first time that the Ravens have had like non-respect, like disrespect thrown on their name because of how they've handled the match.
I know they did. Their GM went on TV and tried to defend himself because he didn't like it. He's so used to being respected. He's like, guys, please believe me. I wasn't scamming. I'm the good guy.
Stop going on press conferences trying to defend yourself. That's very Buffalo Billsy of you. Relax, stay in the shadows.
A
And make
real
your
respected genius type of franchise, but let the actions do the talking.
Stay in the back, nerd.
Cincinnati Bengals. Cheap.
Cheap. Yeah.
Poor.
Poverty.
Poverty. Poverty line.
Lack of money spreads.
They're a Section 8 franchise.
Damn. Damn.
Tough. Imagine being a Section 8 billionaire. Imagine being the brokest billionaire in the group.
Brother, what's wrong with you? How?
Be a man. Sell the team.
They're
Got
crazy.
Joe Burrow on the projects, man.
They really do. It's crazy. Everybody's living in 2026 and then Joe Burrow's playing with XFL resources around him.
He's literally that Bugatti in the trailer park game.
He literally
Damn.
is. Trailer parks are better word than Section 8. Trailer park franchise.
Trailer park is crazy.
It's funnier to imagine him as white trash. That's hilarious. Cleveland Browns.
It's a lot of losers, man.
Despair.
Just incompetent.
They're failure personified. Just failure is the only word. They are the biggest laughingstock of any franchise I can think of in North American
Wandering.
sports.
Just cavemen. They don't know what the fuck is going on.
Are
don't
they the
got a
biggest
clue.
losers in North American sports?
They're up there.
Like they represent what losing means in a competitive league. That's crazy.
It's up there. It's them, Sacramento.
They're way bigger losers in Sacramento.
Yeah. I don't know. Sacramento just
listen,
has like 2 good years.
It's not close.
Cleveland
Sac-
had like a couple good years
Listen,
too.
No, Cleveland. The history of Cleveland since they came back, way
You're right,
bigger
Sacramento
losers.
has a history. You're
Way bigger losers than the Kings.
right. Yeah.
Listen, Kings are bad.
Doesn't matter.
They're
Browns
bad.
are worse.
Yeah.
Browns go winless sometimes.
You know what? That's fine.
The Kings
Go
are winning a few
winless
times.
sometimes. It's
The
crazy.
Kings win a little bit.
That's fine.
Winless.
You think if that version of the Browns play 82 games, if they get a win,
If they play
They win a
82
couple.
games,
Pittsburgh Steelers. Grit.
resilient,
this culture
Punch.
right here, true culture, man.
stubborn,
Old,
Antiquated.
grumpy.
Washed. AFC East. Buffalo Bills.
messy.
Really?
I'll say
Right now, I would say messy.
carried. Without Josh Allen, you're fucking nothing.
You know
They're
what changed-
completely carried. But Josh Allen changed their lives single-handedly, and when he's gone, you'll be back to being ass.
Yeah, they changed. He changed his jersey number from like 17 to 11.
Nah, that was another Allen.
Really?
I think so.
I thought I saw him change his
No, I
name.
think because I saw the exact post that you're talking about. I think it's another Allen.
Did I get?
There's another 17 on the Bills.
I think you might have got ball sacked. I don't know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
maybe I got ball sack.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I swore. Wow. Okay.
Because the Bills had tweeted out like new numbers for everybody, and so there was those.
No, we would know if Josh Allen changed his number. It'd be a big deal.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the Bills, though, just... What's the word for, like, you owe everything to one man?
What the fuck?
God, what?
Their fan base are Christians?
Religious?
They gotta form a new religion around Josh
What?
Allen. Everything they owe, everything they have, they owe to Josh.
Oh my God. Shout out to got this new job, man. Shout out to Josh Allen boosting up the GDP over here in Buffalo.
Y'all better submit.
Creating opportunities.
Submissive fans.
Oh my God.
Submissive.
Oh my gosh. Everything is because of Josh Allen.
He really is still. Like, he legit benefits
He
the
is creating
economy.
jobs over there.
He literally did. I'm not joking.
He is creating jobs. You're right.
The economy in Buffalo would get worse if he got traded today.
Yeah, that is true.
He's the mayor. New England Patriots.
Spoiled.
Winners.
Brats.
Just winners.
Spoiled is I like that.
Yeah, as a fan base, are spoiled. As a franchise, just winners. They just
Cheaters.
dishonest. But now Vrabel's like, I don't know, Vrabel's like a Boy Scout. He's honest now. They've kind of shook in that.
They still got Kraft.
Fair.
True.
Where do I want to take my next comment?
Next team.
How would I follow up on the Kraft statements? How far am I willing to go for a laugh? New York Jets.
Incompetent.
Yeah.
Unserious.
Unserious.
I want to call them little brothers, but I can't even call them that for real.
But they're both little brothers. You got two stupid cousins headbutting each other.
No revenue share for you.
No revenue share for either.
Both the
It's a
No,
city
you
of
got a list, man.
It's a city of twin losers.
Yeah,
Two stupid kids. No one likes.
we're cutting you both out the wood.
Like, it's fine.
Like you succession.
Yeah, it's nobody gets the company. You guys both suck.
It's crazy.
You're not serious people. Miami Dolphins. Cool colors.
Catfish.
I'll give you that. Catfish.
Yeah. The cool colors in the history, you would think they're like that right
That
now.
is
They're
true.
not.
That's a good
They're a
one.
catfish of a franchise.
Yeah.
They are.
Wow.
Yeah.
Tough.
No one, bro. I love the
It is
jerseys.
weird that like the Dolphins are the franchise that has like the perfect season
Mhm.
and it's like a 70s team, so it's like even the 70s Steelers that were winning Super Bowls, like y'all lost games.
Yeah.
You would think that some Packers team at the start of the Super Bowl era went undefeated.
Nope.
Just like randomly, the 72 Dolphins just perfect.
That's crazy.
And then y'all haven't done anything since.
Catfish.
We're talking about Josh Allen getting a religion devoted to him for being the one part of the bad team's history. And what does Dan Marino get? He gets the globe.
Everything.
Everything.
Everything. AFC South. Jacksonville Jaguars.
Come up, man.
Yeah, come up. Most
Yeah.
improved. You got out the slums of being one of the worst franchises in the league.
Sneaky.
For now.
Yeah.
For now, you're up as being competent.
Yeah.
You're not used to it yet, though. You're kind of used to getting punched in the face, and now people are giving you being nice to you. You're like an ugly kid that got attractive at some point. You're not used to being a pretty girl. You're used to being ugly and being bullied, but now you kind of came up a little bit.
But the problem is, I know, right?
That's a good analysis.
You
good, bud?
That's a good
I'm
analysis.
kind of cooking.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of killed that. That was kind of true.
That's a good analysis.
But I don't know if their personality has developed. Like they have one of two ways. They can either be fine or they can look at the rest of the league and be like, beat the chick. Like I have no idea.
Paper.
Yeah.
What will you do with this new
Beat the
prosperity?
I have no idea where
they
they're
got a
gonna go.
BBL? Like, what the fuck?
What will you do with your new face? Will you choose evil or will you choose good?
Is this a
Good
new body
BBL
or
for
not?
now.
Like, let me know.
BBL.
Houston Texans.
Ooh. Building still.
Violent.
Okay.
The
They've been
defense,
building for
disgusting.
25 years. But still.
Damn.
When will, I simply ask, when will things be built?
Scammers.
Yeah, I don't know. It takes a lot. It takes a lot to build.
I want to say some things, but I can't.
Go for it. All right. Maybe actually, no, I know you. Maybe you shouldn't. Let's not. Tennessee Titans.
refreshed off the
hopeful.
heels of the revamp.
Yeah, hopeful.
Cautiously hopeful though.
Mm-hmm.
You have your quarterback. Let's see it though.
Yeah, your head
Bald.
coach, but he been a head coach.
Bald.
You're right.
Yeah, clearly
bald
it's
is perfect.
bald.
Yeah,
Clearly
It's a
it's
new
bald.
organizational mandate to be bald.
dude, these summer camp videos are gonna feed families, bro. They're just sunlight just beaming off of their heads.
They should have signed
constantly.
Kenneth Walker. Fuck.
That would have been special.
That would have been so good. The marketing on social media for them would have been perfect. Bald. Tennessee Titans.
I'm shaving everybody's head day one of training camp.
Damn.
You either with us or you're not.
All right. Damn. Indianapolis Colts.
Damn, man.
I'll say
That's a
they're
good word. Damn.
Yeah.
purgatory.
Yeah.
Post Andrew Luck, they kind of just been in purgatory.
Mm-hmm.
They're a competent franchise that doesn't bottom out. They're not horrendous, but they just haven't been able to find that next defining era, that next defining quarterback.
Yeah, they've been just trying to find not even find. They've been picking up old washed quarterbacks.
They've been grabbing life rafts so they don't drown, but
See-
they haven't got out of the water yet.
I seen Matt Ryan a part of the QB history last year. Phillip Rivers just came back. They got nothing going on, man.
It's still crazy that
I
happened.
can't believe that happened.
Surviving.
Elder abuse. Those are your two
Yeah.
words for you letting that happen.
Survival. Just staying afloat.
Paycheck to paycheck type team. Yeah, literally.
Middle class. That's how we describe them.
Yeah.
AFC West, Kansas City Chiefs.
Dynastic.
Dynastic.
Reload.
Is
Just dynasty, I guess. It has to be that.
Inflection point.
yeah, that's accurate right now.
They also are kind of like the Bills, where they got saved by one man. That Patrick Mahomes changed their franchise forever, but they found him.
They got him.
They found him. Not everybody could have found him.
They found their prophet. You're right.
So they really got out the mud. They found their own guy.
Yeah.
They built their own luck. That's great. They really did build their own luck. They found Patrick Mahomes, and nobody thought he was the top tier prospect. They found Kelsey. They found Chris Jones. They built their own dynasty brick by brick.
Where was Patrick Mahomes drafted at?
Middle of the first, end of the top 10.
Okay.
Yeah. So he wasn't like the top
They
5
built
pick.
this bitch brick by brick.
And it was controversial. They picked him, and people were like, "Whoa, you reached on Mahomes?"
Wow.
Because he was like a very raw prospect.
Yeah.
They had traded up to get him. I think
Oh wow.
Trubisky went over him, and
That's crazy.
Nasty Man went over him.
That's
I
crazy.
think.
Well, that's not that crazy. I remember like that. Okay.
Yeah. He wasn't a super relevant draft prospect. It was like, oh, this cute guy from Texas Tech that puts up all these numbers, but he has this wonky throwing style and stuff. Like nobody gave a fuck about Patrick Mahomes,
Wow. Okay.
like at all. Honestly, the comparison, low key, is he's the opposite. But the way JJ McCarthy was treated as an afterthought in his draft class, outside the top guys, it was
Wow.
kind of like that.
That's
But
crazy.
JJ McCarthy was on a good team, no production. He was the opposite. He was in a bad team, hella production. But people viewed it as equally fake.
Yeah.
Also, because the Big 12 at that time, super fake, video game football.
Yeah, they played no defense. They're just slinging that bitch on the field.
Yeah.
It was like the birth of modern offense where passing exploded and nobody was trying to play defense. So he had 700-yard games. And everyone was like, that's not
Jesus.
real.
Yeah,
Turns out it
what?
was. He was goated.
Jeez, 700-yard games. I don't even think I did that on Madden yet. But that's because I'm ass on Madden. Too.
Facts. Chargers.
You play all the time.
I do. I just
Nope.
don't get good.
No improvements. Why are you as a man not getting better at video games?
Bro, I stay on normal difficulty. Why? Because every once in a while I have Tua type turnovers. I'm like, why did I do that?
Chargers.
Infirmary.
Unlucky. They're perpetually. You're the most unlucky franchise.
I
in the
just think
league.
of them as Clippers. It's like
They are the Clippers. They're cursed. Cursed is the
Cursed.
word. Nothing good will ever happen to you.
Yeah. No fans.
Hexed.
Got
Heck,
talent.
at some point you made a deal and you lost that deal and you're perpetually cursed for generations.
And
Yeah.
when did this happen too? Because it happened even while they were in San Diego. So it's
It was when they moved to LA.
but even in San Diego, they were cursed.
Yeah, but they were cursed, but they were getting 1 seeds and stuff. They're really good. They had the MVP on their team, a good franchise quarterback. Never got over the finish line, but it was respectable.
Yeah, they should have never moved to LA. They should have been.
Some grandma in San Diego cursed them.
They should have been.
Voodoo doll
in
just-
They betrayed the ocean. Broncos.
altitude.
Defense. Always
Altitude.
defense.
I like that.
Thank you.
They're up high.
Yeah,
People forget.
they don't let us.
They don't
forget.
let you forget.
They don't let you forget.
Last team, Las Vegas Raiders.
Raiders.
Dead history.
Money.
Washed.
Hope.
This was a once iconic franchise that has lost everything it once stood for and once held dear.
Corporate.
Corporate, sure. They sellouts. Moving from Oakland to Las Vegas is the definition of selling out.
Yeah.
Swaggerless.
You had the most
They got
rabid fan
swag.
base.
They got swag.
Not anymore.
It's losing. It's losing it.
Yeah, you know what they are now? They're like that fucking dork that wears head to toe like Supreme and Bape shit, but does not put that shit on. That's the Raiders these days. Don't know what to do with that good garments.
Does Oakland only have a baseball team right now?
Yes, but even the baseball team is leaving.
Damn.
They left. So now
That's crazy.
So yeah, now Oakland doesn't have any teams anymore.
Damn.
That's so tough.
R.I.P.
And it sucks. They had all the stadiums like together.
No swag.
No drip.
What do you have?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Next thing we're going to do, we are going to once again try to draft 82-0 teams from current 82-0, 17-0 teams, but we're going to do it against each other. Categories are QB, running back, tight end, wide receiver, O-line, and defense. All three of us are selecting 6 players or units because we're going to do wide receiver rooms.
Okay.
So you have the whole wide receiver unit and whole
Right.
running back unit, tight end unit, etc.
I like that. I like that.
So draft order is Mo, Donovan, me. Obviously, no repeats from the team. You pick a portion, and then the rest of us have to pick from scraps on the same team. First up, where are you going first, Mo? We have
The
the Steelers.
Okay. Give me the Steelers defense, I guess.
Yeah, you should definitely pick their defense.
Yeah,
It's clear.
Let's do it. We just talked about the secondary and how it could be one of the it will be one of the best next season.
Yep.
So let's do that.
Yep, great pick. Donovan, pick Aaron Rodgers.
I won't.
No, he's still doing Steelers. We're all doing Steelers.
That's crazy. He spun again and still got
Yeah, he still landed on Steelers.
That's
That was
outrageous.
crazy.
That's funny as hell.
well,
A-Rod right there. You got to.
I like the combo of DK and Michael Pittman, but I do feel like I can get something else. So I want Darnell Washington. Give me the tight end.
Okay, tight end room for them.
Okay.
That's not bad. Fairmouth and Darnell Washington. That's the right
Yeah.
pick.
The
Okay,
whole tight
Steel-
end room?
Yeah, just right Steelers. Okay, then fuck. They have Jalen Warren and Rico Dowdle. That's pretty good. But their O-line is solid. I'll pick their offensive line.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll avoid having a terrible O-line. That's a pretty good place to go. I can build around a good, not great O-line with good weapons. Next up, we got. I'm up first.
Hum.
Browns. Oh, give me the Browns defense. Y'all are left for dead. Let's go. Give me Myles Garrett.
Oh shit.
y'all are cooked. You're super cooked. Number 3.
Ooh shit.
You're
Browns
ruined.
receivers, QB, running back.
We are going to take the running back room of the Browns.
It's cool.
Okay. Judkins has 1 leg.
All right.
Hey, welcome Dylan Sampson.
Nah, fuck that. Give me Harold Fannin. I'm about to tell my tight end, man.
Okay.
I don't need a room. He's only allowed.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's the right pick.
That's
Yep.
all. That's all I could do.
Yeah.
That's the right pick.
Okay.
Okay.
Great.
Spin it again.
Ooh, man. Okay. Could have been real scary.
Yeah, you dodged a bullet, not gonna lie.
Yeah. Thank God. he
Packers.
took them. Oh wow, Packers. So I could get Jordan Love.
Not
I
bad.
might get Jordan Love.
Not bad.
I think that's probably the best.
Do you want the
thing
10th
right
best
here
quarterback
right
in the
now.
league or you want him higher?
Give me Jordan Love. I feel really safe with him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Could
Give me
have
Jordan
Josh
Love.
Jacobs.
That's fine.
Crazy.
I think I could do better.
Let's see. Wide receiver room is looking tough now.
Oh,
Can't
I'm
pick a tight
blessed.
end.
Thank God you already picked tight ends.
Dang, that's tough. All right, I will take the Packers defense.
That's not bad. With Micah coming back, not bad.
Not bad.
And then I will pick the Packers tight end room. Give me Tucker Kraft.
Okay.
I'm loving this so far. All right.
I need some stars, man.
You have nothing going on for you. Darnell Washington, shout out.
Right now, my team is 500.
Chicago Bears. Fuck, I'd rather have their tight ends.
Okay.
Ooh, the wide receiver room is. I love Luther Burden.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Running back room is okay. Do I want to go Caleb?
It's not bad. Might be your best shot right now.
But then I'm giving Donovan their wide receivers or offensive line.
Focus on yourself.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to invest all my stock in Caleb Williams next year. As a top 10 quarterback. Give me Caleb.
Okay.
I'm projecting towards the future. I'll be up.
Theoretical top 10. Not bad.
I'll take it.
All right, I'll just take the wide receivers.
Not bad.
I'll take Luther Burden. I'll take Rome.
Not the. You needed more star power there, I think. Low key.
I did.
You,
but
you probably. Oh, you already had running backs though. I forgot. Oh, you definitely should have taken the Bears O line.
Nah.
Oh no, their left tackle's hurt, so never mind. Okay, I understand you.
Okay.
Left tackle's hurt. Center's retiring. Like,
Yeah.
You got you got a lot in flux over
But
there.
great right tackle, good guards, great guards even.
You listen. As long as I get the Chiefs, I'll be okay.
Okay, fair.
I get the Chiefs or the Bills, I'm good.
Okay,
I have to make sure I have a decent line, so give me their own line.
not bad at all.
Give me their own line.
Question mark at left tackle, but outside of that, very good.
Could do worse. Could do worse.
Really, really could do worse. All right, next spin.
Give me some pass catchers, please.
Broncos just added Jalen Waddle.
Oh fuck.
Jalen Waddle, Sutton,
I
Franklin.
have no choice. Yeah, give me their pass catching room.
Yeah, you don't want the running backs.
I can't take them. I love RJ Harvey though, but
Bo Nix, welcome to Donovan's team.
Hell nah, don't write that. Don't write that.
you're really gambling right now.
Put the Broncos offensive line.
Okay.
okay.
Gambling.
Okay.
Oh, so I have wide receivers and running backs. Fine. Give me Jalen Waddle and Cortland Sutton. Give me that great vertical duo. I like that.
Well, I just got the receivers.
Oh, you did? Oh, fuck. My bad. I was looking at my open names.
Yeah.
Oh, so all I have is running backs. Oh, so I got to pick the
has
Broncos
his-
running
Yeah,
backs.
you have to.
RJ Harvey, I'm putting all my faith in you in year 2.
Listen, man, the fantasy points carried me.
Okay, so now my running backs are kind of mid. I need elite wide receivers. Who do I have to round this out?
Let's go Bills.
Lions, let's go. Give me Amon Ra. Perfect. I was saved.
James,
You should have picked Bo Nix while you could have had him.
Okay.
Jared Goff's better.
Nah, he's better. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I would take. Yeah, I'm taking the Lions here. Taking Jared Goff.
Perfect.
Okay.
Then you get the running backs.
And
Oh, you
I
get
get Jameer
Gibbs.
Gibbs.
Fuck.
Let's go. Quarterback, I got. Oh my gosh. Quarterback, I got Love. Running back, I got Jameer Gibbs. Tight end room with the Browns, Harold Fan, and just him. And I got the wide receiver room of who was that again?
Broncos.
Broncos. D line of the Bears, or all O line of the Bears. And I got the defensive Steelers. I think this is the best team.
Well, I have Caleb Williams at quarterback, running backs of the Broncos, tight end of the Packers,
Okay.
Lions wide receivers, Steelers O-line, and the Browns defense.
And I have Jared Goff, the Browns running backs, the Steelers tight ends, the Bears wide receivers, the Broncos O-line, and the Packers defense. Not terrible. Not 17-0, but not terrible.
All these teams are good. The biggest swing factor here is Luther Burden ready to be a star?
Yes.
If Luther Burden's him, your team is fantastic. If Luther Burden isn't ready, your weapons are dog shit and Goff can't run.
It's okay.
But, hey, I
I
think
have
Luther
a
Burden's
good
in.
offensive line. I have a good defense.
Got to Washington block.
True.
Dylan Sampson, 300-yard game.
Come on now.
The only thing that's holding me back is the Broncos pass catching room, man. My receivers are
Broncos pass catching room isn't too bad, though.
It's not bad, but I could do better.
Yeah.
I could do better.
Okay. Next thing we are going to do, we are going to play NFL 20 questions with no questions about football. Be so you can get on this if you want to throw out some non-helpful questions.
Yeah, come here.
Let's go.
So can you name the player I'm thinking of? In 20 questions.
Okay. Does he look like he had a 3.0 GPA or above in high school?
Does
Or
he
college?
look like?
Yeah. Do you think he did in general?
I think he did. I'm not going to go off looks. I don't know. It's a crazy
Yeah.
conversation.
Yeah. Do you
But
think he
I
did?
do think he probably had a pretty good GPA.
Well, look dumb as hell.
Dumbass, stupid
Don't go
ass
too
head
literal
ass.
based off of looks. This is all just assumptions.
Off of looks is
Dumb
crazy.
as hell.
It's a loaded question. But no, I think he had a good GPA. He doesn't seem to me like an idiot.
Okay.
Would this player go far on Dancing with the Stars?
Probably. Yeah, probably. I could have seen him being a good dancer.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So he had some skills. Interesting.
Building on top of that, would this player go far on Love Island?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Maybe. I think you may. What goes far in Love Island?
Hot.
Toxic.
Gotta look good.
Yes, it's about personality too. What
can you,
traits go
like-
far in Love Island?
Being performative.
He said it, not me. Just saying.
So
True.
we'll go performative. We will go slightly toxic.
Gotta be memorable.
I think this guy's charismatic and he's not ugly, so he can go far in Love Island. But he's not going to win. He's not toxic enough.
Okay. Do you think this guy has? Do you think he would play like? Do you think he's an elite checkers player? Checkers is
That is the stupidest question you've ever asked me.
It's not. Like, do you think he's an
Not
elite
chess.
checkers player?
Not just.
Checkers.
Elite.
Yeah.
No, you know what? No, I don't think he's an elite checkers player.
All right. Yeah, it's a valid question, moron. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I promise you that has zero bearing on
It helps. Watch me. taught this shit.
You better get it right. You alone. Who's good at checkers? I don't even know what it takes to be elite at checkers.
It's a simple game.
The elite
Like
are throwing me.
if I go ahead and give you like chess, it's like, okay, it's kind of simple. I'm trying to make it interesting.
I feel like everybody's good at checkers if you're like above the age of 12.
You'll be surprised.
To be bad at
The
checkers.
moves are so basic. Oh, you can go over here. Boom.
That's what I'm saying.
He said boom.
There's no skill gap in checkers.
Yo, imagine playing checkers. Every time you get a piece, boom.
What's your checkers elo?
I'll play you checkers after
I'm
the show.
crying, man. I don't play checkers.
You better smoke me in checkers.
Oh man.
That's 4 questions, I think.
Okay.
Does this player drink matcha?
Probably. I can see that. maybe.
Mm.
He's definitely tasted it.
Mm.
Don't pause that. That's not a pause, you fucking child.
Come on, man.
Does this player listen to EDM?
I doubt it's no.
Mm. Okay.
Wait, does this player listen to YoungBoy?
Profiling a little bit, but maybe. He could.
He could
Okay.
be a Jack Harlow type. I don't know.
Do you think this player would be a big fan of
Yeah,
like
sure. Yeah. It's TJ Hawkinson.
Do you think this player is a big fan of barbecue?
Yes. Probably. That was your best question.
Okay.
Is this player cooking or eating the barbecue?
Maybe he dabbles in both. We're probably eating.
Okay.
But maybe he's hitting that point of his life. He'll dabble in both. I don't know.
Gotcha.
Do you think he'll like have a podcast after his playing career?
He could. He could.
Okay, yeah.
Is he fat?
No, not fat.
Mm.
Would this player excel in other sports?
Probably. Well, yes, he's athletic. I don't know one sport that comes to mind. Maybe.
Yeah, but just like generally like elite athletics that can.
Yeah, he
transfer.
can go to a pickup basketball game and shine
Okay. Oh, okay.
against like regular people. Yeah,
Is he a nerd?
I don't think so.
Okay.
But he could have some nerdy interests that maybe I don't know about.
you think has he appeared, or do you think he would appear in the future in a stream?
That's a
Like
good-
a random
I don't know him
Twitch
to be the
stream?
type that wants to go hang out with Aiden Ross and shit, but he very much could. He's at that demographic. I can see it.
So
Okay.
not Puka. Okay.
Nah, Puka.
Has he been memed this year?
Has he been memed this year? Not really.
Okay. Fuck.
5 questions left.
Fuck. Okay.
I know nothing.
Okay.
We
Okay.
had just started figuring some stuff out.
Okay.
So what do we think we know about the player?
He's young, charismatic.
Not fat. Yeah, I think it's a
Yeah,
good clue.
clearly like some type of skill.
You know he'd be
player.
good at Dancing with the Stars. You know he likes barbecue.
Yeah, I'm thinking wide receiver
From the south,
or running
probably.
back.
I'm not gonna lie. You have the tools in front of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The balls are there. You gotta knock them out the park.
Okay.
I'm throwing you a fastball right down the middle. What are you prepared to do about it?
Okay.
Can you make contact?
We're cooking.
We still got 5 more questions, right?
4. Wait, no.
Yeah,
Yeah,
really
4.
4 because we have a guess, but I mean, he has to take the guess.
Oh yeah. Mr. Checkers.
Do you think that he'll, on average, be like the fastest person in most rooms he'll walk in?
Like in everyday life or in a football locker room?
No, everyday life.
Oh well, duh.
Yeah.
Yeah. In everyday life, of course.
So including like football locker room too, if he was that step into
Well, that's a
it.
different question. He's fast.
It's part of everyday life.
Whatever.
Okay.
He's fast. I'll give you. He's fast.
Okay.
Is he the fastest one in his locker room? That's not a guarantee. But maybe he's in the conversation.
Okay. Charismatic.
Would he? I'm trying to figure out how to say this. Would he win a? Is he beating most other athletes in an arm wrestling competition?
Most athletes
Yes,
in the world.
because obviously, or let's just say most players at his position.
Yes, he's strong for his position. I think.
Okay.
I was gonna say, don't ask him to put him up against offensive linemen and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
He's not beating Broderick Jones in an arm wrestle.
Okay.
But I think he's pretty strong for his position. Or he at least, you know what? I'll throw you a hint. I don't know if he plays super strong. He looks strong.
You don't know if you.
He doesn't play weak. I'm not saying that, but he looks visually like he'd be one of the stronger at his position.
Okay.
Just to say, I'm not naming someone that's like known for that on the field necessarily, but he's buff.
Gotcha. How many questions?
3 questions left.
3 questions?
Yeah.
I'm throwing you guys extra context. I'm scared for you.
All right, Mr. Checkers. Go ahead.
Okay. So clearly, there's some guy from the South. I would have like Myles Garrett as a potential option, but I don't know if I really love that. I'm not sure how charismatic he is necessarily.
He said
Smart guy.
hasn't been memed a lot. So I
don't think he would be good with Dance with the Stars too. And yeah, he hasn't been memed a lot. But I don't know if he has like a career in like podcasting or anything like that. I wouldn't say so. So I'll go away from him. Okay. But he is a solid candidate. Another guy.
2 questions before your final answer.
Another guy who could like ring bells in my ears, like some running back, could be Ashton Genty. Strongest.
he is strong.
He is strong as fuck.
You want to go, Genty?
I don't know if I want to
Honestly,
go Genty
at this point, we're better just saying names instead of asking more questions.
This is Genty?
This is not Ashton Genty.
Okay.
What does Genty got to do with barbecue?
I would assume he's from Texas or some shit.
You don't even know.
Yeah. I would assume he's from the South.
Man went to Boise State.
Don't mean nothing.
Is he from there? Doesn't mean anything.
I don't know, but it's not. There's no indication that he's from the South. If you don't know, that's all I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm letting him myself.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
By
Is
the
this Nicky Mawori?
No, why would it be Nicky Mawori?
Brother, fuck.
What? Where did that come from?
He's from the South. He's like strong. Doesn't look like he's the strongest on the field, but he's strong.
1 question left. You guys are gonna fumble.
Okay.
Now let me know, how does Checkers involve into your last guess?
It's like, it's a good like litmus test to see like, is this guy like, are you just
Okay, let me help
passable
you.
in the brain, or are you just dumb?
Let me help you. You were right about one thing you said about his role in the league. The checkers thing, let's say,
Okay, he's an offensive player.
He's not a chess type of guy, but he probably is a good checkers type of guy. Let's say that does work.
Intermediate brain.
And pay attention to the barbecue.
Mr. Tendernism? Thinking.
Barbecue. Who are the bigger guys?
Don, what do you think?
I'm thinking also somebody who's a little bit bigger at their position. You said that they are strong for their position, but they don't look weak or anything like that. At first I was thinking Leggett, but then he's been memed, so I took him out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No.
Could it be Keon Coleman? No,
He's also
me.
been memed. The barbecue stuff is like he has to be bigger than a majority of his counterparts, or just eating it. I'm also thinking somebody who may be a little bit older, because he said, what happened?
Jameis Winston?
No, well, he said that I was
Jameis Winston. Yeah,
he said that I was correct about the player's role in the league. So it's gonna be a skill position player, because also they're winning Dancing with the Stars. They are kind of fluid, right?
That sounds like Jameis Winston.
he could dance.
And that's not James.
Yeah, it's not him because
It's not.
He's also been memed.
Yeah, he has a career when it comes to like
Yeah.
being on camera and shit.
Come on,
But-
man. Last guess. Gotta get in there. It's a TikTok.
Yeah, but it's somebody older. However, you take your guess.
you just ran through me, so I don't know. Shit. Okay,
Come on. Just throw a name out there.
I'm gonna throw a name out there.
We're not finna get it.
I don't feel good about it. From the South, who talks a lot? Who could talk a lot?
Do you have an idea?
No, I don't.
I don't think I have an idea.
All right, say a name.
I do not think I have an idea. Could this be?
This Travis Hunter.
No.
He's a streamer. He'd be on streams.
This is Bijan Robinson.
Makes sense.
Texas guy with the barbecue, fluid feet for Dancing with the Stars. Age to be into streams, but I don't know if he's really on there like that.
Nah.
Everything
yeah.
was in front of you.
It was.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's on me, team.
All right, Donovan, one more round.
That's
So
on me,
hopefully this
team.
one goes faster. We'll speed up.
That's on me, team.
Donovan, think of a name.
All right, let me pull up this player's thing. Oh, well, actually, we're having non-questions. Got it.
Got a name?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is this player on a team that you like?
Yes.
Not the Eagles. So not doesn't got to be the Eagles, but a team you like.
Yes.
Okay. Not the Rams. Not the Rams, not the Cowboys, not the Giants, not the Commanders.
Okay. Do you think this player big as a baby? Big boned.
As a
No.
baby.
No, okay.
So he's a smaller guy. Okay.
Okay.
I wonder if he's seen his baby pictures in his nose. He was small. Is it Jalen Hurts?
Small ass baby.
Little ass kid. Okay. Is this player in one of the stronger players at his position?
Yes.
Stronger players at this position. Okay. Okay. Do you think this player would be efficient in like taekwondo? Is he like very flexible, very mobile?
Can he kick high?
Yeah.
Can you do a head kick?
He probably can,
Okay.
but
His hips
no,
can't
no,
move like
like,
that. I
yeah,
don't think so.
yes.
Probably a little too. No, he's probably a little too stocky for that. Like Saquon, big thighs or something.
Yeah.
Is he talkative?
Yes.
Do you want him to be less talkative?
Sometimes, but for the most part, no.
Okay.
Okay.
Is he funny?
Yes.
He's known for that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting. It's feeling a little AJ Brown like to me.
I know. I was thinking that, but I'm like, that's kind of.
Does this player have notable moments on stream?
No.
Okay, it's not AJ Brown. There you go. It's not AJ Brown. It's not anybody else who's online like that.
Okay.
8 questions.
8 questions in. Does he like deal well with cold weather?
Yes.
Weather.
Whatever.
Okay.
I'll just say, is this an Eagle?
No.
Okay, damn it. That's 10. Okay.
Yes, he deals
So it's,
well
it's a
with
team he
cold
likes.
weather.
Really, what it means is it's not a team he dislikes. So he's probably agnostic towards them. He does well with cold.
With 10 questions in.
He's flexible. Can probably do a head kick, but I'm thinking he's a little too stocky, so you're not really seeing that. A little too buff.
Okay.
He's talkative, but not too talkative. He doesn't be on stream.
He doesn't be on stream.
Would he drink beer or is he a hard liquor type guy?
Great question.
So I don't think either one is really his back, but I would say beer probably a little more.
He's white.
Yeah.
There we go. He's white, or he's a specific type of non-white.
Okay.
He's a little fratty if he's not white.
A Bruce Brown type.
Wait,
Is he white or is he a Bruce Brown type?
oh my gosh.
Don't clip that. Don't clip that.
I'm definitely putting that in there.
Yeah.
I didn't even think it was okay. I'm learning new things today.
Is he white?
No.
He's a Bruce Brown type. There we go.
Ooh.
Okay, so a beer drinking Bruce Brown type of black guy, probably from the South by the sound of it, or at least
Brown's
has some
from Boston.
or at least has some Southern inspirations to his life out of nowhere, midlife crisis.
Wait, you said he can't deal with the cold, right?
He can.
No, he can.
He can.
He's
okay,
not an
okay.
eagle. He's black but drinks beer.
Ooh. Okay.
And just confirm he's black, right?
Huh?
He's black, right? Like,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, he's fucking Polynesian but drinks beer.
yeah. No.
Okay.
A Polynesian that drinks beer.
I'm shooting in the dark. Is this a good shot? Is this Max Crosby?
No, he's black.
Oh fuck!
He and I gave y'all
But
a
like-
free question for that.
But listen though,
I gave y'all a free question.
it felt like that wasn't
Also,
like
Max Crosby definitely drinks hard liquor.
he could pass us that. That's what I'm saying.
What? We just spent 5 questions trying to figure out this man's race. And you said Max
Listen,
Crosby.
he could pass that, bro.
Okay, so he's a beer drinking black dude. Is he fast?
He to the general population, obviously, not amongst
Okay, not amongst his peers.
his peers.
I'm thinking it might be a slow quarterback or a defensive like player. He's black and he drinks beer. I'm only focusing on that. Not an eagle. It doesn't mean on stream. He's probably a little bit older.
I'll say this. I took stream very literal. Do not allow that to hinder everything else.
So he's been on the internet, just not on stream specifically.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, like he's had a couple moments online, but the
Oh no, I agree. I was thinking
yeah.
literally. Yeah, so you have to be young to be on stream like that. So I'm
Yeah.
saying he's probably not like 25 or younger.
Okay, I see.
Not fast first position. Black guy that drinks beer.
Not fast.
That can only be so many. That can only be so many people.
Who is that?
Not fast.
No, my brain goes to. My brain goes to Michael Penix.
Not fast. See,
I'm not gonna say it because I don't think he's
Nah.
picking Michael Penix.
no, it's not Michael.
But
It's not Michael. No.
but my brain goes to Michael Penix and all that. Is he the leader of his team?
Yes, he is one of the leaders of
One of the
team.
leaders of his team. Okay.
Okay,
15 questions, 5 left.
we can kind of get somewhere with that.
I was thinking like little Jalen Ramsey. Like,
Did you guys ask a size question already?
he asked, is he fast? He's not fast for his position.
Okay,
Does he live on the West Coast?
No,
no.
4 left.
Okay, he lives in the East.
He's one of the leaders of
Ugh.
his team.
I was gonna say something about a cowboy, but it's not. His team, you're like, okay.
Wait.
We're-
I was gonna say Shador Sanders would make sense, but he's definitely had moments on stream.
He's also not fast. Oh yeah,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's not fast. Is this player hated on?
Is he hated on?
Okay, never
No.
mind. Okay,
No.
then I was thinking CJ Stroud
No,
for a second.
but
Let
you
me
know
make
what?
sure.
I'm gonna give you that one for free.
He's not hated on. Okay,
Yeah, he's not hated on.
okay.
4
Okay.
questions remaining.
I was thinking CJ
Yeah,
Stroud,
but
but he's hated on. He's one of the leaders of his team. So there's a good chance he's a QB.
never mind.
But
Okay.
doesn't got to be. He's going to be a star.
Leader on his team. Could this be Geno Smith?
Leaders are not. They are not one size fits all.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's one of the better
Okay.
players on his team. Damn. Is this guy old enough to remember 9/11 vividly?
Vividly,
Or just remember it?
he probably remembers it, but not like vividly.
We don't remember it for
Yo, we're
comparison.
cooked.
Then no,
Yeah.
He doesn't remember it.
no.
Okay, he's around our age. Cool.
Our age or younger.
Mm.
He's not 30.
3 questions left.
Does this player have any ties to the Swift family?
No.
That's crazy to pull out. We know he's black.
Patrick Mahomes.
Nah.
I
no,
also
no.
would have answered no to that. So
Yeah.
it's a wasted question.
Wait a minute. Is it Patrick Mahomes?
No.
So he doesn't remember 9/11. So he's 27 or younger.
Okay.
Or something around there. This is tough.
This is tough as hell. This
Again,
game's hard.
You guys asked about leaders and then immediately went to a specific job. Leaders can be elsewhere.
Okay. Does he? Does he? I don't want to teeter around football questions. Interesting. Okay. How many questions do I have left? 3?
2.
2 that we
more
had to guess.
questions. I think we have to start guessing.
Yeah.
And then we got to narrow this down some more. Okay. Oh, this is so hard.
Damn.
We know he's not above 30. Otherwise, he'd remember 9/11.
True.
We know he is a specific type of black man. We know he's a leader. So he's
Yes.
probably pretty good.
Correct.
Can't remember what else we know. He doesn't have a moment on stream. So that means he's probably not like 21 or something. He's probably not that young. He's
Nah.
probably in the middle there. He's probably around our age.
Okay.
And he's a leader of his team.
Could this be Jamar Chase, maybe?
Could this be Jamar Chase, maybe? You know what it
don't
could be.
know.
Is this Jamar Chase?
It's not Jamar
Damn
Chase.
it. Was that close?
Somewhat.
So what?
No, I think he's a little too old. Okay.
Oh, this is tough. There's so many players in the NFL. It's so
Not
hard.
Jamar Chase.
One question, and then we're getting the official guess.
Can I ask conference he's playing in? Is that a football question?
I think that's football.
Yeah.
Yeah, he plays in the East though.
Not
That's
West
what we
Coast.
know. Yeah.
You know what? Does he live on the East Coast?
Nope.
Okay, Middle America.
Okay, so it's not Jamar Chase. It's not
So we know it's a person either in the South or Middle America, not either coast.
Justin Jefferson.
So it could be a Texas team or it could be Middle America.
Okay.
Leader on his team, so he's really good.
A Texas team. I don't feel like there's nobody.
You know,
on
you said it earlier. It could be Myles Garrett. Why can't it be Myles Garrett? No, he's too old. He probably remembers that.
Yeah,
he's 30 now,
he's-
right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
so
not young. He's not young.
not him.
He's not young. It can't be Lamar.
Ah,
Can it be Lamar? No. Lamar is not like Bruce Brown type. No. Let's not have the conversation.
he's not, but he could drink beer in like the opposite direction.
No.
Also, Lamar lives on the East Coast. Am I tripping?
He does.
I'm tripping. I forgot where Baltimore was. I'm wrong.
This is not Cam Ward.
I was thinking Jalen Ramsey for a second.
Why would he pick Jalen Ramsey?
I don't know. I don't know anything right
Let's
That's
say a
not
name.
Cam
Let's say a
Ward.
name.
now. Middle America.
Can't be.
Texas team, maybe.
Could be not CJ Stroud.
Not CJ Stroud.
Not CJ
I don't think he's
Stroud.
playing anybody else in the Texans.
Remember some of the questions that you guys asked earlier? You asked, does this player handle cold weather well?
Oh, yeah. Okay, so he's up north.
This Tua? It could be Tua.
No.
No.
He handles cold weather well.
Oh yeah.
So it's up north.
He
in the
picked
middle
the
America.
worst player.
It could be Minnesota player, a leader of his team.
Bears, maybe?
I said Jamar Chase. It could be Justin Jefferson. That's on the table. He's around our age. Justin Jefferson is super on the table.
Yeah.
Look, think about teams
Not
around
really,
there.
though. He said Bruce Brown.
Chicago teams, a leader of his team.
We're in hell. I'm not gonna lie.
There's no leaders in Chicago defense.
Hell no.
And there's really not that many leaders on Chicago at all. That's not on player side. Packers. Is this Jordan Love?
It's not Jordan Love.
Fuck! Jordan Love made a lot of sense.
It's not Jordan Love.
Who is it?
It's Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Oh, it's exactly the type of guy we should have thought of.
Is he a beer drinker?
He could be a Bruce Brown type. That would make sense to me. I don't know him, but like he could. That'd make sense to me.
He's had
I should've
he's
never
had a
said
couple
that.
statements that have been in line.
He has some
With-
noticing moments.
Yeah,
Damn. Okay.
it's Amon-Ra.
That's tough. Well, with that being said, let's end this episode.
That
2 straight
hurts.
failed 20 question games to end this episode.
That hurts. I'm not gonna lie.
With that being said, we'll see y'all next week.
Should have asked if he played checkers.